Yeah, say what? I say it's the Reg Room. We in it. It's the Reg Room. Yes, sir. Back again like we never left, man. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, you know where we at, right? The Honeycomb Hideout. Your baby mama just had to ride out, aka the Sweatshop. We back in the building once again, man. It's your boy K-Wit, man. I'm telling you, man. Rec Room is in the mug. I can't curse, but Rec Room is in the building, y'all. You know how we do it, man. Each and every week, man. The hottest sports. We go where they don't go. I promise you, we about to take it there today, man. I'm feeling good. Y'all boys feeling all right? Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Amazing, we got a couple. We got a couple special guests in the building. We're gonna get around the table. We're gonna say what's up to everybody, man. But you know how we do, man. It's me, your boy K-Wit, man. We right here in the sweatshop like we normally do, man. You know, I got my host of homies. We having a good time. We talking sports. We actually gonna bring you into the minds of some fantasy football experts very shortly.
Yeah.
Very shortly, we're gonna bring you into
fantasy football five.
Right, get your fantasy football face on, and we gonna take you there shortly, man. But you know how we do, man. It's your boy K-Wit, aka Hustle Westbrook, your mama's #1 draft pick, man. I promise you, I put the orange juice back, I closed the lid, and I put the eggs where they belong. That's how I do, man. I promise you, man. And we got my boy T Sweat.
You took one of them juicy juices with you.
I took a Capri Sun.
That had the right flavor.
Right. That's all I'm saying. But yo, we got my man T Sweat, also known as T Sweat, but you can call him T Sweat. T Sweat?
T Sweat.
Okay, man. We got my man Jay on the MIC. Jay, what's good, yo?
We'll leave the light on for you.
Right. We got my man Coach Joey in the building. Coach Joey, what's good?
What's happening, man?
Okay, Macomilly, that's my dog. And we actually got my man Kareem Muse back in the building one time.
Sir.
Yo, glad to be here.
Yeah,
Great Skull.
one time for Great Skull, man. Kareem with it, dude. We actually got a couple of special guests. You know what I'm saying? Some old homies of ours is actually in the building. Shout out to Jay. Jay with a do though. You know what I'm saying?
Jay,
he in the
what's
building.
happening?
And we got my man T Zig on the side, man. Zig with a do, man. Zig the legend. I don't know if you know the legend of T Zig, but you should ask somebody.
They don't know the Z.
It's a legend out there. We ain't gonna go into it right now. We gonna get right into it, man. We witnessed a lot in this past week. We're gonna talk about last week because last week we had a good show. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Jay, what you talking about, man?
All right, so we have Freeport here, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Freeport Donnie.
Shout out to Freeport Donnie, man. MMR the label, what up though?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that. I don't want to get into the buzzsaw of the Big Ten and Ohio State conversation.
You don't want that smoke, man.
Wow.
That was also started.
We talked a lot about the conferences.
Yeah,
I know it.
So we it was a great debate.
Right.
Oh yeah. Most
We got a lot of insight, basically on Freeport and
Right.
His music.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to talk about my favorites as far as his tracks. I'll say
Honey, I'm home.
See,
I'm chasing the bag.
Damn, it's gonna steal it. All right, so yeah, that's one. You know what I'm saying? But IG Stillwaters.
All right.
The whole to further notice is
One of his good joints, right?
I don't know as far as Drunken Glasses, which is a something I always at the end of the day I always mess with him
The
about.
cover dope too.
The cover is very dope
for a pair of reasons. But I always tell him, depending on how I feel that day, I mess with every track. But we didn't get a chance to go over some of his classics, so I would consider.
That was he got one of my songs on my album.
Okay.
So I appreciate that, Freeport. Everybody love that song too.
Okay, and trust me, man. Y'all sleeping. Sweat album is bumping right now. Okay, we gonna support that.
Multifaceted.
Not only can he put the pictures on the screen back here,
yes sir,
but he will produce your song, brother. All right, you know what I'm saying. So, like, what else we got going as far as headlines that we did not catch up with, my man Jay?
All right, so I'm gonna go into something that did we ever talk about NASCAR?
You know what? We go where they don't go, so we ain't been there yet. If you want to talk about it, bro.
All right, so basically with NASCAR, just quickly, man. Kyle Larson, man, he won at Watkins Glen, and basically, it was a good day for the Hendrick Motorsports team. Basically, NASCAR we never talk about. It's something that I've been into for a while, casually.
Right.
I was always for some reason a Dale Earnhardt fan, just because the car was black.
Right.
That was about it.
The Intimidator, right?
That's number 3, right?
Number 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Tony
GOAT.
Stewart is the classic. Passionately known as
Shout out to Jeff Gordon.
3. He probably rival Allen Iverson as far as famous number 3s. I won't even say rival.
Yeah, like you can bring that number 3 around anywhere and somebody go, hey man, you like that? That's your favorite driver? I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so basically over last weekend, man, he won at Watkins Glen, Kyle Larson. And Chase Elliott basically took the regular season crown. He outlasted, everybody. They had a restart after 5 laps. He basically won after a weather delay in the NASCAR Cup race. He, apparently, they, did well. They're doing well. It's a good day for them. That's the little event over the weekend. And also, man, and on a little sadder note, do y'all remember the coach from Friday Night Lights?
I remember the movie.
The bits and parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Do you remember who played him?
The coach from Friday Night Lights.
Enlighten us, who played him?
John Voight?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So his name, he played a coach by the name of Gary Gaines. Monday, man, at the age of 73, he passed, man. He was the coach of the Texas high school football team that was made famous in the book and also the movie Friday Night Lights. He passed at the age of 73. Like I said, he basically was played by Billy Bob Thornton in the 2004 movie.
Is that the one with Booby Miles?
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking about? The one with the other football movie.
Remember
Varsity?
Yeah, Varsity. That was
Blues.
John Voight. Yeah, Varsity Blues. That was John Voight. My bad, Jake.
Right. So he had a long battle with Alzheimer's, man, and he, passed in Lubbock, Texas, man, with his family.
R.I.P.
So yeah, that's a legend, man. He went on to even play for other schools, man. Had like a 30-year career, Texas football, man. One of the greats, who I would consider as far as coaching. Also, man, and something that's a little, also don't mean to bring bad things here, but under threat of Russian attacks, we got a Ukrainian soccer league. They about to start basically their play,
and they about to still go even under war.
I'd be glad when they
attacks,
done.
man.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so they stopped in February. A new league season started this week in Kyiv. I hope I messed that up, but provisions are made basically include rules in case of an air raid and siren sounding. Basically, Ukrainian Premier League return the blessing of the nation, man. And they're going to resort to, like, if sirens sound, everybody's going to go on the ground. Like, fans aren't allowed into the match or into the arena or stadium until like, the kick, like, till the pitch.
Right.
So, people show up like an hour before game time or 2 hours before. Like, nah, game starts at 2. Y'all show up at 2.
Safety precautions.
All right, so, and something also what I would consider some petty news. You know what I'm saying? Nick Saban, who received a extension that'll take him well past it's like 2030.
And the tide rolls on.
Basically at 11.7. 11. Here we go.
Ooh.
At 11.7 million a year, which is
Hell of an extension.
0.5 over Kirby Smart, which I just feel like every time somebody gets paid, they take him in the office and they like, yeah, how much you getting?
You didn't hear that? That's a part of his contract.
Yeah, whatever. So it's almost like the NFL market for him.
Mm-hmm.
How they root on for each other, like receivers. Oh man, get that bread.
Oh yeah, because
it's almost my
more.
time. Soon as somebody. Oh, you up and coming coach? They about to sign you? Yeah, get that money.
Get that money, yeah.
Get that money.
It's in his contract to have that done every year. Somebody make more money than him.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
He deserve it though. They are dominant.
If you ask Joe, he don't deserve nothing.
Nah, I ain't hating on Nick Saban. He's a great coach. I'm just saying, don't act like don't act like Ohio State can't compete with anybody because we done beat the best of the best, man.
Here we go.
Swing with the best.
Here I
that's all
go
I'm saying.
again on my own.
That's all I'm saying. I'm back when we beat them. Ain't nobody had beat them first.
You right. You right.
We the first one to beat them, though.
You right. You
Y'all
right.
were also one of the first ever. Period. Ever.
First ever what?
school ever
out
to
there.
play football.
Hey, we historic. What you mean? Yeah,
You're right.
The only school to have a 2-time Heisman winner.
Wow. Who was that? Who was 2 times?
Dang. Archie Griffin.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
We're taking it back. We're
Good
taking it back.
stat. He had that one in the pocket.
Yeah. That I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Did
Hey,
very well.
Rec Room knows our sports. Don't even play like that, bro.
All right, I'm not gonna.
Just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
We're
Just
historic and current.
Just like most of your greats, man.
It's historic and current.
The pictures are in black
it
and
was
white.
going down then. It's going down right now.
That's her.
Okay, so that's it for the headlines, man.
I got one to throw in the tank.
I know. I know. What you got? What you got?
Throw it in there. What you
I love
got?
to see Dawson getting a new scoreboard, man.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
hey.
Spending some money at state.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
I want to give a big shout out to a couple people from the athletic department who gave me some inside information. I can't say their names because it's really inside information.
Right.
Because of the money we won from the bowl game that we trounced Jackson State. Shout out to Coach
out,
Brown.
Which did happen. It did happen.
It did happen. We are getting a scoreboard for Oliver C. Dawson and for Smith Hammond Middleton Memorial Gymnasium.
Oh, that's dope.
Two of them things.
Where they gonna put it at though?
I don't know, but they're gonna hang it up somewhere.
Dang, how
big
they?
is it?
I guess they got to
Oh,
break it
you
down.
talk now. The one at Oliver C. Dawson is going to be like the equivalent of what they have in
Dallas?
Division One. No, it's going to, like, you know how it's like a quarter of the end zone.
It's gonna be the whole
It's the
thing.
whole. It's
Yeah.
a whole LED screen now. They
Yeah.
about to put up there. They about to
Okay.
have movie theater style videos.
They deserve
and,
that, man.
Yeah, and my plug-in told me, man, look, just wait. They trying to find somebody to actually do the videos now.
Okay.
Because the first couple games they want to have one of them tight intros. When the
Yeah.
players come out
Oh,
with
yeah,
smoking. Yeah, he
With
was
the
like
fire.
he,
and all that.
he was like, they finally got the check, and so the athletics department is cutting it directly to the football teams because it's allocated towards the football first because
Right.
that's who won it, and then of course it's going to trickle down to basketball.
It's a blessing.
You know what I'm saying? Soccer,
Blessing to
so
the
on and
whole
so forth.
university.
Yeah, so shout out to South Carolina State University. You know
My
what I'm saying?
alumni, baby.
2021 national. You know what I'm saying? National champ, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, also, CBS did a deal with HBCU Go, and they're gonna be publicizing the HBCU games now, football games. So
Hey.
definitely gonna see a lot of Jackson State on TV. Gonna see some SC State.
You know they gonna
some
put
FAMU, some
Howard-
North
they gonna
Carolina
put Howard on
some
there.
Howard. You gonna see the big name programs
That's
playing.
dope.
You know what I'm saying? But Jackson State got the bulk of the games.
Grambling.
You know.
Shout out to Tennessee
FAMU.
State with who
Eddie
was-
George.
Eddie
was the head
George,
coach of
right? Yeah,
Tennessee
Eddie
State.
George. Eddie George is
Oh,
doing
yeah.
some big things
My
out
boy,
there
they used to
too.
coach Cleveland Browns at Grambling.
Yeah,
Forgot his
yeah.
name.
Hugh.
Hugh
Hugh
Jackson.
Jackson, yeah. So look, hey man, this HBCU is about to be
They
getting some
really
great
turning up
players.
right
dope.
now.
They about to be snagging them players.
And
up.
T
transfer portal gonna
Zig
be
still
lit.
got it, so he gonna be a coach. We gonna line that up.
Yeah,
He
it's
still
gonna
got
happen.
it. You know what I'm saying? so as we go forward, you know what I'm saying, with some more of the headlines, I got a cool one. You know what I'm saying? Over the weekend, you know how we go where they don't go. So over the weekend, UFC 278 took place, and it was one of the least public. I feel, in my opinion, it was one of the least publicized UFC pay-per-views, main events that I've seen in a while, because I think that they were already estimating the main event to be a snooze fest. But I'm gonna get into that. So it was some big fights, some big name fights. One of them was Mirab Divishvili, the I'm about to say, you don't want to say he's from Ukraine, but Jose Aldo. Now Jose Aldo's a 2-time champ. You know what I'm saying, in the division. He's won hella matches. He's had some really classic fights. But Jose Aldo is coming to the end of the road as a MMA fighter, and it was finally put on him, basically by unanimous decision, that he will retire. And Jose Aldo will go into the UFC Hall of Fame. Mark my words. I know it. Jose Aldo has had some wars in the lightweight division, and has been a champ. Has held the championship belt. Has gone undefeated more than once, and has been, as far as that Brazilian jiu-jitsu,
Right.
Listen, when I don't know how many people you want to get on the ground and wrestle with. You don't want to wrestle with Jose Aldo, okay? You 5'6", you get on your knees or something, man. You ever seen your elbow go the wrong way? That was his specialty. And then on top of that, Jose Aldo's kicks was deadly. Okay, you ever felt your shin go the opposite direction?
I can't say I have.
You know why they put shin guards in soccer? Yeah, Jose Aldo is the reason why. Okay, because he would kick your shins apart. But at the end of the match, they did the ceremonial Kirichiba, where you sit down with your opponent, you tap him on the back of the head out of respect, And Jose Aldo pretty much was like, it's it. It's over. It's my last one. But he had a really good run in UFC. Like, I'm talking, maybe 12, 13 years? And he was the champ twice. So give him some props. Now the
main event.
I gotta get to it. The match before the match. Now the match before the match. Paulo Costa versus Luke Rockhold. You watch UFC for like blood and guts and knockouts.
Yes.
That fight had the blood and guts in it, bro. I'm not lying. Okay, so Paulo Costa is a light heavyweight. Luke Rockhold is the guy that looks like the American assassin, like the American serial killer. Yeah, he looks exactly like that. But Luke Rockhold's a stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? Kickboxing. And Paulo Costa, although a large man, is also from Brazil, so he got a Brazilian jiu-jitsu background. So that's like they say, styles make fights, and that fight turned into I don't know. I really can't explain. But
that the one when dude was
okay. So Paulo Costa caught Luke Rockhold with an elbow. Pow. Elbows are sharp. You can't feel your elbow. Put it on somebody's eye, you're gonna bleed. Period. All right. So he opened them up in the third round, but the fourth and fifth round, Luke Rockhold used his own blood as a weapon. And I don't know if you can look at it, but it's graphic. Let me tell you something. It's really graphic. All right. So he out here on the ground, rubbing this man's face with his blood, with his forehead. It's ridiculous. But it was some savagery.
Yo.
But in the end, the technique did not work. Paulo Costa defeated Luke Rockhold by unanimous decision. But it was a good fight. It went all rounds. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, the main cause, everybody want to see him get knocked out. I like to see a good, let me see 5 rounds of y'all going at it. Nobody get knocked out. Some good takedowns, and that one was that. But the main event was what everybody was, I think, underestimating, and pretty much somebody somewhere won a lot of money. I'm gonna tell you that right now because the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the former champ, right, took on my man Leon Edwards straight out of Jamaica. He went to England to train. And he was trying to prove a point that you don't have to come to America to train. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Kamaru Usman, a Nigerian native, of course, he trains out of Utah and California. You know what I'm saying? You go up there, you get your lungs right because of the elevation and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. So they was having a big thing before that. But remember, Kamaru Usman has not lost since he's been the champion. 10 straight matches. 10. Wow. And then all of a sudden, you think he's gonna lose? No, nobody thought that, right? 4 whole rounds, this man is dominating. I'm talking about literally Leon Edwards only won the first round. Only won. Kamaru Usman has never been taken down, never been put on his back, never had nobody pretty much take advantage of him in the rounds while he's been the champion. It was amazing. Everybody was talking about it. But from round 2 through 5, it was a wrap. Usman was on him. And you could see the dejected look on Leon Edwards' face. He wouldn't sit down in between rounds. He had that look like, I know I'm losing. I'm losing. I know I'm losing. Like, you know what I'm saying? The coaches yelling at him in English. Not English, but English. You ever heard somebody from Britain curse at you? It sounds worse. All right? So he getting cursed out by his coach, and you can see him like thinking, man, dang, I got to do something. So 5th round comes around, and literally every point was going to Usman. Every point. Last 20 seconds, he faked him with a left, which made Kamaru think, all right, he about to hit me with the right. Nope. He leaned dead into a head kick in the last 20 seconds. Knocked him out. One headshot. That was it. The crowd goes crazy. Joe Rogan lost his mind. Daniel Cormier lost his mind. The whole crowd stunned. I'm sure Israel Adesanya is stunned. That's your boy, right? Okay? Nigerians stick together. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the UFC world was devastated after that. But one of the things I'm really down with is that Leon Edwards kept it real. He was like, I'm from the trenches. Like, me and my mama grew up in a shack in Jamaica with a tin roof and plywood boards in the rain and blah, blah, blah. And, and nobody believed me. And the thing is, this is the second time they fought. And Kamaru Usman beat Leon Edwards handily the first time. He beat him real good the first time. So I'm sure somewhere in the back of that mind, like, he was thinking, man, he got me again, man. Dang.
Yeah, he was definitely defeated.
He was definitely looking defeated. But in the end, what I'm saying, his perseverance, really took over. And that head kick, I ain't gonna lie, I was watching it, and it was quick. It was so quick. I didn't think Kamaru Usman was out.
They're gonna run that back. It's gonna be a trilogy.
Yeah, they gotta have a rubber match. They gotta have a rubber match. But one of the dopest things was afterwards, it wasn't too much smack talk. There was a lot of respect between the two fighters. And it's pretty dope how like the top of the UFC which now is Kamaru Usman was there, Leon Edwards, Israel Adesanya, and I'm trying to think of my man's name, but I can't think of it at the moment. All three of them at the top of the UFC right now, and these are African American fighters or black fighters, African fighters, whatever. I think that's dope. Yeah, headlines, baby.
Slow clap.
We go where they don't go.
UFC. Hey, shout out to that.
Shout out to Dana White. We need that
recap.
Dana White. We need that, bro.
That's dope though. We need that because we go where they don't go.
Yeah, we go where they don't. Man.
Nobody's stealing that. We got that one now.
Yeah,
that's going on the shirt.
Straight up,
and he made it out the door.
But shout out to the WNBA, man. We about to catch up on some WNBA.
Woo, boy, the playoffs. Now everybody knows, right? The WNBA playoff format is different, and I think me and Jay were having a conversation off camera about it. I really like it because I know the NBA goes 7 games, the WNBA goes best out of 3. So every game is crucial. Every game is important. And you know, these young ladies, when they get to the NBA, they coming from systems in which, you know, you get in the NCAA tournament, 1 game and you out. So making it 3 games is really crucial, man. So Jay, what you saw as far as the WNBA playoffs go as they started this past week or so?
All right, so just like you said, you know, I like same thing, and I agree. You know, that the top 8 teams, as far as their win percentage, go to basically a tournament,
right?
And you know that's in the first round, like being the best out of 3, it's like do or die. Like every game is really just do or die.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of the conference, is basically how they do it for as far as qualifying for the playoffs. And you know, this year, as far as this season, the WNBA broke a lot of records as far as their viewership in like the 14 years. So, you know, as far as the playoffs, man, we had like Chicago Sky, the defending champion, you know, Chicago Sky.
Right.
Basically, I would think they moved on, you know what I'm saying, and they went on to the next round. But
so Jay, would you call that a sweep? Like if they win 2 games in a row?
Wait a minute. What would be the term?
Not for real, like, because you know,
what would be the term?
Right. What is the term?
Call it a gentleman.
Kinda a gentlewoman sweep. A nice. They can't call it
A brush.
A classy sweep.
a classy sweep.
A classy sweep.
A classy sweep. Yeah, that was a classy sweep.
A fancy sweep.
Yeah,
a fancy sweep.
Right. That's a good one. I like
a
that.
fancy sweep.
Right.
Yeah. So you know, the Chicago Sky, they basically defeated the New York Liberty in 2-1 basically because it's best out of 3. That's how we said. But you know, the game that you had Ionescu, she balled out and she tried to, you know, she tried to will through. But the game that when they actually the New York Liberty lost by 38 was the one that stuck out to me.
And it was all CP.
Well, no, well, yeah,
somewhat.
Yeah, but
she was all over the stat sheet.
Well, when you got Kalia Cooper,
right? Mm-hmm.
Basically tried. You know what I'm saying? They had a lot coming off the bench. With Candace, she doesn't have to do everything at all.
Not like she did with the Sparks, right?
Right. So you know, with Sabrina, the last game, I think the game before the closing game, she only had but 7 points. I mean, she filled the stat sheet with like 7 points, 5 boards, and 3 assists.
Right.
But I mean, they lost by 38, man. Like they lost by 38, and this wasn't the closing game, but right. You know,
it was a let me show you how bad you can get beat game. I think,
and it's starting to like a trend to me where I'm starting to see like a lot of higher scoring WNBA games.
Right. We were talking about that off camera about you know how the skill set of the women players have been elevated over time, and that's not just the women who have been in the league. A lot of the rookie, sophomore players that are coming in, let's say like Breonna Stewart out there in Seattle, like her skill set for being a larger player is like, I think, really deep. Like like the kids say, she can get really deep into her bag as they play. So, shout out to Sue Bird. This is her last playoff effort as well. We gonna make sure we're on top of that as we go forward here in Rec Room. But yeah, Jay, like you for real, it's really getting diverse as far as what the women do on the court, probably off the court to get prepared for these games, man.
Right. And I don't want to go into who my favorite player is because we're gonna go into that later. But
okay,
the Seattle Storm, they're gonna be going against the Phoenix Mercury in their the series, and also the thing about the Phoenix Mercury and the Aces. My bad. The Aces messed around, and that was another victory. That was like, what, they beat them
a widespread. Well, it was 63 to 79, and then the second one was 80 to 117. So that's kind of like 20 point spreads 2 times.
All right, well, when it comes to the WNBA, do you think these high scoring games or high scoring teams like that, it's gonna get to a point where there are teams in the WNBA like scoring 100 and something points a game? I'm going somewhere. Just hold on. I'm going somewhere with this.
I see. I'm following. I'm more so in the aspect of the defense and the offense is kind of lopsided right now. Because offensively, I think the women, a lot of the players that come into it, and we're gonna talk about my favorite player, because of course we talking about the Las Vegas Aces in a second. But a lot of the women coming into the league, their offensive skill set has been honed by, has been influenced by some of their male counterparts. You know what I'm saying? Sabrina Ionescu will tell you, before she made it to the WNBA, the great Kobe Bean Bryant brought his daughter Gigi to watch several of her games, and that influenced her to, take on the Mamba mentality, so to speak. And then that's why she coming out there, and it, like for her rookie season.
Yeah. Can we say this later? Because
yeah. Oh, my bad, bro. My bad. Yeah, my bad. but for a rookie season, she was showing a lot of Kobe-ism. Let's put it like that. A lot of heart. Yeah. So we ain't gonna go into it, Joe. But I got you. Yeah, go. Continue, Jake.
All right. So more of a background as far as the Seattle Storm, the Aces, who they'll be facing, basically swept the Phoenix Mercury. So, as far as the Aces, and I'm gonna go around. You got Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray messed around and had I think 7 3-pointers. Mm-hmm. They had a total of 23 3-pointers.
Yeah, they went off the.
See what I'm saying? See where I'm going?
What's
the difference? It's gonna start coming to this point. Like, what's the difference between the NBA and the WNBA as far as stats is concerned?
At one point in time, it would be that less dunking. Now these women are dunking. So now you're trying to say they're shooting like the NBA?
I mean, I'm seeing a lot of things.
Is the Curry effect taking on the women?
It's funny you said that. It's funny you said that.
The Curry effect coming to the women?
You sit down to do,
Sweat don't like Curry.
Wow, yeah, I know Sweat don't like that.
I respect them, but boo.
Right.
Shout out to my light skin.
And then you also got the Connecticut Sun
sniper
going against Dallas in their series. So it's we're gonna catch up a lot on the WNBA.
Right.
Going into the playoffs.
Right.
And going throughout the playoffs, and we'll pretty much be up to speed by the end. What y'all think?
Oh yeah, I love it.
I mean,
because we go where they don't go.
We go where they don't go, baby. That's what we gonna do. And I really see us venturing to a WNBA game. Like, we gotta find us one.
Well, I was supposed to go to a Dream game.
You did. I remember that. Yeah,
I was supposed to. Yeah.
Shout out to the Atlanta Dream. Their coach won Coach of the Year. I did see that. So big shouts out to her.
Shout out to the ownership. Shout out to the front office.
Right.
For sure.
That's what's up. You said the favorite players?
Oh man.
Well,
you want to say the favorite player?
My favorite player, man, is gonna be. I've had so many favorite players. I guess in the WNBA.
We talking about now or all time? All time gonna switch it all up.
Right now.
Let's say right now.
We take it. Yeah,
we gonna go right now.
Oh, that's what you're
going. Oh no, I'm about to say we're gonna take it back. I can take it back. I know a couple of them.
I'm gonna go with right now. It's something about Breanna Stewart, man.
Yo, yeah.
Okay, we can do now Stewie, and all time.
Stewie is it. Stewie is.
That's right now.
Yeah, that's right now for the Seattle Storm. She plays alongside Stu Bird. I can dig that.
And mine is it sound like I didn't think about it, but Candace Parker, because I feel like she like the LeBron of the WNBA.
You have a point, bro.
Yeah, so I respect what she do for the game.
He had to say LeBron
saying,
one time this year. He had to say LeBron.
I'm trying to give a reason. You know what I'm saying?
we need that in the corner like a LeBron counter. Like how many times Trevor's gonna say LeBron? Yeah. If Trevor says LeBron, take a shot. That's what we gonna do. Okay. And for me, and I don't want to seem like a homer, but I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like she's been, Rookie of the Year. She's close to being MVP this season. And I'm going to talk about Asia Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of USC.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
hometown.
You know what I'm saying? Big like, and I'm saying like before she got to USC, I got a chance to hear a lot about her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Puff. DJ Puff, what to do, boy?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And pretty much when she got to USC, she took over. When she got to Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying? She brought a lot of her swag, a lot of the things that people don't think we got in South Carolina. Like Asia brought that to the team, and you know what I'm saying, it was great to see.
That showed the value of South Carolina swag.
Yeah, like and
we on the come up.
Listen, when she got picked by the team or whatever in the draft, and she hit the little line, what stays in Sin City, what goes on in Sin City stays in Sin City.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, they about to market her.
Las Vegas.
Nike give her a check right now. Give her 2 headbands or something. but and sure enough, that's what happened. So yeah, my favorite is Asia Wilson.
What y'all think
give her
about
2
that?
headbands or
Who
something.
y'all think is going? Who y'all think that's y'all championship pick? The Aces.
I think time wise, man. I think time is like we were saying, the style of play, but like the in and out ball. Is what the Aces do well. Like the Aces do well, and the thing is,
if Page out of Don State,
right? And if you concentrate, for real,
yeah,
it's almost literally what the girls at South Carolina do, and I think they had to do that because Asia Wilson is their star player. They no longer have. Oh dang, I can't think of her name, but she just left the Sparks. I'm gonna get back to you on that.
Okay,
but she was playing with Vegas. And they had like a twin tower set up, but she also needs the ball. I can't think of her name. She's Australian. She's like 6'8". I know exactly.
I'm talking about the one that's kind of in trouble.
Yeah, she's in trouble. She had to leave. She had to leave Los Angeles. She left the Sparks. She too is a baller. But having the two of them at the same time, it took the focus away from Asia. But now they got you gonna focus on Asia or these shooters. And just like Jay said, they put up like 33s in that win.
23 threes. Yeah. And another thing that
Liz Cambage, thank you, Kareem, thank you, Liz, thank you, sir. Yes, my girl Liz Cambage. And I ain't gonna lie, Liz Cambage. If you ever see this,
shout out to Moose.
If you ever see this Liz Cambage, I'm telling you. But yeah, for real though,
instrumental being.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for real though,
the Aces had 6 players in double figures, right? In that clinching game.
Yeah, that was hard.
All right, man. So let me get in my favorite player real quick.
Get him, Joey.
My favorite player is from the New York Liberty. It'll be Sabrina Ionescu from Oregon. She averaging 17.7 assists, 6 rebounds. She really balling. They came up short in the playoffs, but she's gonna be around making noise in the WNBA for a long time.
Yes, sir.
Once again, mentored by the late great Kobe Bryant,
one
of his best favorite female players. She was killing it at Oregon, like a walking triple double.
Right,
gonna give you get in her bag.
A mean cross.
Anything she want to feel like doing. She was doing that Oregon.
That's crazy.
Real crazy. So yeah, that's my favorite player in the WNBA. Man.
And to be real with you though, like her, or if you can go back and look at her Oregon highlights. Like she was, I mean, we don't want to say she was hitting Steph Curry, but she was hitting those half court threes, come across the court, and drawing. She was doing that. So shout out to Sabrina Ionescu too, because you know what I'm saying. Like Jay is saying, the skill set for these WNBA players, just like how. Kind of like men's basketball has evolved. A lot of it was inside ball. You got to get a big man. Got to pound the paint. Blah blah blah. Now we focusing a lot on guard play and the 3 ball. And the 3 ball in the WNBA has become the great equalizer. I tell you that right there, man. Go ahead, go.
I'm about to say the winner out of this storm. I want to say Sonic so bad, man. The winner out of this Storm Aces matchup, I feel is going to be the WNBA champion. I can't wait to see this because I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put it out there. This is the first time I ever was dying to see a matchup in the WNBA, other than when the Comets played the Sparks.
That was crazy.
The Comets, basically they only had 8 teams back in the day.
Mystics.
When they first opened.
Shout out to Tina Charles.
Season. So there were a lot of matchups. These were basically a bunch of dream teamers, so to say.
Really?
Right.
Just going against each other every week, so it was kind of different. But now, this is a matchup I'm definitely looking forward to, and it's the first time I've been able to say that in a long time.
I feel
That's
you.
dope.
I really feel you on that,
Yeah.
Jay. Like, just like you said, the matchups are so different and diverse now. The player and the participation as far as like skill sets go has been spread so well around the WNBA. You got teams like the Atlanta Dream coming up, to see the Seattle Storm coming up. You know what I'm saying? The Dallas coming up. And at one point, just like you say, Houston Comets, Tina Charles, Lisa Leslie,
Right.
the New York Liberty. You know what I'm saying? Those you can only point out those people,
Yeah.
but literally the WNBA is spreading the wealth, and I'm here for it.
And shout out to whoever like created this whole draft system. It's smart, like give the lowest teams the best picks or the best opportunities to get the picks, and eventually your team will be up there with the best of them.
Now I
I'll
also
create more
like
parity in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I also like the thing that they have involved as far as the Commissioner's Cup, where they have like a mid-season tournament, and it's for money. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just for play. Like we playing for extra bread because of course the women's money as far as their salaries go.
It's not equal.
Yeah,
at all.
there's no equally. There's a
And
vast
let's get
difference.
these great professional all-time best players in the female best players in the world some more money.
Right, and that's the thing. And we ain't gonna get into it, but that's why somebody wanted to go play ball in Russia because she ain't made enough money. You know what I'm
free-
saying?
Them checks
free
across
Brit-
seas for them women's players. You know what I'm saying?
Free
Cut them
BG,
checks.
man.
Yeah, free BG.
Brittany Griner, man.
But we not gonna go deep into that. If you need to hear us talk about that here on Rec Room Sports, please like, share, subscribe, and go check out the old episode because we ran through that.
And
Yeah.
just the whole thing before we go into trivia real quick. All like social outputs, social media outputs, and as far as the big media networks, as far as CBS, we about to go on like all the way through ESPN2, ESPN, all of that. It's up 16%. All the social media, basically engagement is up like 16%.
Oh, that's
total.
dope.
And that's a big thing, and I think. And it's something I don't want to go on, but it's something I'm excited about, man. And I'm about to go on to, and this is just real quick, not even a whole subject, but Malaysia, folks, man, has me. I'm being real,
Right.
like women, girls like that in high school that's out there has me excited about the WNBA. From what I'm seeing now to what I'm seeing in high school right now,
Yeah.
I'm excited, and I'm thinking that. Just like I was saying earlier, you got the whole evolution of the NBA where they have it documented. We're actually able to see the evolution of the WNBA right in front of our eyes.
Right.
For people, our age and probably a little younger or
It's
older.
dope.
But it's gonna be fun. I just think there's gonna be a big evolution in the sport.
Oh, football about to take over.
Yeah,
I'm talking about she the one. Like, she the star of it.
I got a couple.
She the female
questions.
Steph Curry.
I got a couple questions for y'all.
Hey.
Let's go.
I got one more on the low. WNBA needs to look out for Zelia Avant-Garde. I think Guard, the young girl who won the spelling bee last year. Y'all know about that? Y'all see her?
Okay.
Y'all seen her
Yo.
basketball videos though?
That was during the pandemic, man.
Right. That was last year, right?
That was during she was like during shutdown.
Yeah,
When she
during
was,
the shutdown,
Yeah,
right? She won the spelling bee,
I
and
forgot
then
about
they was all of a sudden going, well, hey, have you guys checked out her basketball skill video? They got her on everything, and she a little smart girl. She laughing, she shy, she don't want to talk. Then they put her out there on live TV with 4 basketballs, and she's like, I do this all the time in the house. I'm like, bruh, if they doing that at 13, 14 now, bruh. When she get up there, dog, and she got, as you know who going to get her right now already. She got a scholarship to UConn right now.
And it's
Right now.
Even Nora.
that's all it is, man. And a lot of people are talking about the male, the woman man thing. It's to me it's more of just, and I'm not trying to. That's what I meant by as far as evolution. There's certain things that you put yourself through that you have to evolve before you get used to it. And far as getting used to it, just like I said, Ohio State getting into the SEC.
It's the magic word.
You know what I'm saying? It's a process.
Talking about LeBron.
You still got to bulk up. You understand?
Every time we say Ohio State, say 2 shots.
Yeah.
Got the beef on the
regardless,
like what we buffing up.
But you still might want
Our players are on the exact same level, if not better than anybody across.
We going back into it.
You
Sweat.
still might want
We
depth.
go-
Still might
got
want-
depth.
Let me lean back.
Why you think Joe Burrow
still
transferred to
want-
LSU?
Oh.
We had depth
Yeah.
at quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, my
We got
God.
depth
Hey, let's get
Okay.
let's
All
get these
right.
questions out. Let's get these questions
All right,
out.
so see,
Yeah.
but
He won't let it go,
It's
guys.
One more time.
it's evolving, and the things evolve.
One more time for
basically.
evolution.
Right.
All right.
So you know,
What's up with that trivia though?
Yeah, it just evolved. Man.
For sure.
Right.
All right, so these questions here. I only got a few questions because I don't think.
We
I think
probably
it'll
get a
be
little
clear-
stumped.
That's the point. That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
get it.
That's
Let's
why
get
I
it.
put
Let's
a
see.
little question.
Let's see who got acquiring WNBA minds in here.
All right, so which WNBA team won 4 championships in a row from 1997?
Comments.
The comments, yeah.
All right, so
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
winning that.
Yeah, team.
I'm winning right now.
Yeah,
One
this
to
is the
know.
only reason why.
Let's go. Keep going, man. Don't stop now.
The easiest.
Don't stop now because the guy that lost last time.
Yeah. Sweat trying to run. Sweat trying to run.
All right, so who was the league's first most valuable player?
Cynthia Cooper.
All right.
Coop? Yeah, it was Coop.
Let's go. I'm
That's a
2-0,
good one.
baby.
That's a good one.
No, it's
Huh? No, it was Cooper. It was Cooper. You're right.
first.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on.
very
Yeah.
first.
All right, so who was the first woman in the WNBA to dunk?
Becca Lobo.
Lisa Leslie. Yeah, Lisa Leslie. Yeah.
All right,
Yes,
so
sir. I'm 2-0. I mean,
Sweat.
You know what I'm saying?
Sweat
I'm
won
still
that one.
leading, baby.
Sweat won that one.
that was a quick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I won.
Just-
All right,
yeah.
let's
We gonna have better questions next time.
Right.
We do
Right.
NFL, man. Next week we gonna do NFL.
Yeah,
guys.
we gonna.
We know
The
Joe
league
gonna have
back,
the
we doing
NFL joints.
NFL, man.
Hey, shout out to the boy. But hey, let's get the diamond talk though.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. With it's way past mid-season, man. We going into the wild card races.
Correct.
We have. Of course, I'm going to be biased and say that it's all about the Braves. It's all about the Braves.
I knew you was going there.
It's all about the Braves.
But your other team is hot on their heels now that their pitching staff has evolved into a somewhat full pitching staff. And we talk about the Mets.
All right, so real quick, man, we're gonna go into the Major League Baseball headlines.
Mm-hmm.
The Los Angeles Angels owner Arte Moreno is exploring possible sale of the team. Basically, Moreno, he basically had the team, the franchise for the better part of 2 decades.
Wow.
He's going through a formal process to evaluate strategic alternatives, which basically is just all the options, which includes selling the team. As far as the Angels, they haven't made the playoffs since 2009, and they basically fading towards their 7th consecutive losing season. And I think this is the right time for them to, just go ahead and sell the team because they actually have a player that's sellable. Like, hey, we have this player. We
Shohei Ohtani.
All right. So also in baseball, we have
Shout out to Mike Trout too. Not to just throw him out there. Shout out to Mike Trout.
That's
Padres.
their glory days.
Fernando Tatis Jr., man, basically says there's no excuse for his 80-game drug suspension. Tatis was found out basically about his suspension in late July, he said, and briefly considered appealing, but reiterated that he tested positive for the steroids because he recklessly was trying to combat a skin condition.
And oftentimes they do this. And me and Jay talked about this off camera. Like the teams know, and another team in another sport did a very similar thing. When we saying the Browns in NFL, they went and got Deshaun Watson. They gave him a bunch of money because they knew he was going through some legal trouble. And tell him basically what happened with Fernando Tatis and what was the move that the team made to kind of replace what would be a high quality bat in that lineup. Juan Soto.
Everybody was like, "Dad, they, what's up? They putting this much into the team, and they must be going. They full speed ahead. They looking for a champ. Nah, they knew.
They knew it was gonna come down, and I think that was, and they gave up the bag for Juan Soto now. So
yeah,
I think in the end, 80 games in baseball. Baseball they playing double headers.
That's half of the season.
They bring the hammer
back-to-backs.
down on you.
Yeah,
They
so they expecting
bro.
they expecting really for when Tatis to come back and Juan Soto is there. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a batting lineup when you talking 5th, 6th, like between that 3, 4, 5 spot. That's some hitters, dog. I don't know. You man, you getting on base. Somebody getting on base. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what they trying to do right there.
Right. Sorry about that, yo. All right, so they got the Dodgers. Walker Buehler undergoing his second Tommy John surgery. Basically, officially ending his season and likely keeping him out for 2003 as well. And then also you have the Phillies to welcome back Bryce Harper tomorrow. But Zach Wheeler will be landing on the IL due to his right forearm tendonitis. Harper was 5 for 8 with 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and 6 RBIs in 2 games during his rehab assignment, AAA at Lehigh Valley. I ain't even lying. These major minor league teams be like everywhere.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you probably like best.
Talk about it.
The Yankees activated
Talk about it.
outfielder Giancarlo Stanton from the 10-day injured list.
Yes, sir.
He basically hasn't played since the 23rd of July because of left Achilles tendonitis.
I mean, the idea is, when you a player of that stature, you know what I'm saying, Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge, you're a big guy. You swinging that bat full speed all day long, man. You bound to have some injuries persist. And you know what I'm saying? Luckily, it's tendonitis and not a tear or anything like that. So, of course, they want to protect their asset. That's a big asset, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know the Yankees roster, but they spending that money.
Yeah.
Okay, so Giancarlo, I don't give you if you get a hangnail on your big toe, you got to sit down, bro.
I'm gonna call it again, man.
Yeah.
Yankees, Braves.
If you
in the World Series,
you
man.
bump your
Wait a
toe in the
minute.
dark,
Hold
Giancarlo
up.
Stanton,
Why
you got to
wearing
sit
that
down.
hat, bro?
Hmm?
Why you wearing that hat?
Oh, man.
Because I'm bringing it into existence.
That's why you
man.
a Jags fan.
I'm bringing it into
I'm
existence.
saying, bro,
man.
you got a Yankees hat on today.
Nah, the Yankees had like a pair of Timbs. You know what I'm saying?
You just
There
got
you go.
you got to have one.
I got to pass on that one. Jay-Z wore it, man.
Man,
Anything Jay-Z
Let
wore.
me tell you
Anything
what.
Jay-Z do.
hey, you know what the Yankees hat is like for me?
What?
A condom.
Wow.
All right, hey, I ain't gonna lie.
You got to take it off.
I ain't
all
lie.
this-
In my mama house is nowhere in the world I wear this, but yeah. I
But
get
yeah.
it.
All right.
Straight up Braves only, nothing else.
Wow.
So, MVP.
The MVP race this year is always more so. Let's say it's not who your usual suspects, because somehow, some way, you know what I'm saying. Okay, we throw Aaron Judge in there. Now, Aaron Judge's hit streak was really big. All right, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying. The home runs, he's like almost 20, almost 15 away from the next person.
Mm-hmm.
And normally, when we talking MVP, we throw in Mike Trout like every year. Every year,
Crazy, right?
every year we throw in Mike Trout. And that's the thing. I'm not knocking Mike Trout. I feel like he's wasting his baseball potential out there, and it's unfortunate. But every year we got to talk about Mike Trout, and this is the first year we not because of his back. So Jay, tell me what we looking like as far as MVPs. I got rookies.
Well, I'm gonna go with the biased opinion right now.
You going more Braves?
Man, I mean, even though this is AL, it's your boy. I mean, it's Judge, man. I mean,
Cool.
come on,
Word.
it's getting ridiculous.
That hit
man.
streak is crazy. That hit streak was crazy for a
Yeah.
while.
You know who it could have been
Who that?
for the Oakland A's?
Oh man,
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
I'm
Wow.
messing with y'all. Keep going,
Wow.
man. Keep going.
Okay.
Just a little MLB humor, man.
The colors. I mean,
Little MLB cute.
Oh,
all
wow,
so,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So, as far as the NL though, it's crazy because I think if you look at it, Austin Riley will be considered on a lot of teams. He probably will be considered the MVP. But the problem is, I think just like every award this year, other than Golden Gloves and Silver Sluggers, things like that, they're always going to be judged on the fact that team is just been well put together by the GM.
Mm.
So when it comes to the MVP, Austin Riley, they're gonna say, "Oh man, look who he's hitting around," and look at everybody that how the team is built. So I want to say Austin Riley, but it's gonna end up being Goldschmidt.
And for me, one of the standouts in any race this year, and not necessarily last year, but this year especially,
Peter Goldschmidt.
It's got to, we already talked about the Angels one time. We're gonna bring them back into fruition one more time, man. You got to talk about Shohei Ohtani, man.
Talking about MVP race?
Yeah, we got to talk about him because, I mean, to say we haven't seen pitching and hitting since Babe Ruth, like and it's not like it's got to be great pitching and hitting. You know what I'm saying?
It just brings excitement to it.
Yeah. It's not like it's got to be, Yeah. It's not. You don't got to be exactly. You don't got to be Pedro Martinez, but he does have dirty. That's what they call it in baseball. He does have some dirty stuff in his pitching arsenal. We have seen him strike out batters. We have seen him close out innings, and then we've seen him turn around and bring runners home. You know what I mean? So, like, to see that, like, consistently, not just like he did it one game, not just like he did it two, but this is throughout the season. Him go in the batter's box. You know what I'm saying? Knocking them out, bringing runners home, and then at the same time switching it up and then going to pitch, doing 2, 3, 4 innings. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's not necessarily closing out the game. He not, you know what I'm saying? Closing is important too. Now, don't get me wrong. Closing is important too. He's not necessarily closing out the game, but that mid game reliever, you could win or lose the game in them 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3 runs and you out of there. You can't. Hey man, bring you behind the bench. You know what? You thought you was throwing that heat. You wasn't. Come sit down. And they never pull him. You know what I'm saying? He's never out there giving out too many runs. I think, in my opinion, and last year was a view of the future. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give him like they had him on the leash last year. Let's put it like that. They had him on the leash last year. This year they let him off the leash, and the only reason why we're not talking about Shohei Ohtani more is because, let's keep it real, like the Angels' record is trash.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I'm not. They don't
not trash, but the Angels' record is
a lot worse.
Yeah, The Angels' record compared to the depth that they have on their roster is not. Is in no comparison.
I mean, it was only 16 games out, which at the time.
Yeah, baseball 16 games is what, a week or two. You can catch that up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Going as far as pitchers and as far as rookie of the year.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Spencer Strider is I think he's gonna get it. He can get it. Rookie of the year. There's a couple of people on the Braves that can get rookie of the year right now.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Grissom can't get it because he's fresh. Not an amount of games, but I would say Strider. As far as in the AL, it's up in the air. It's I don't know.
It's all right. So it's one or two cats out there that I was really paying attention to.
I was really playing.
Oh yeah, he was clowning. It's one or two cats I would want to throw in there, and I've been seeing these names, I've been hearing these names, and I had to look. I ain't gonna lie, I had to look.
Mr. Rodriguez, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like you see, yeah, Mr. Rodriguez, man. Like, he's gonna win it.
He's gonna get it.
He's gonna get rookie of the year in the AL, bro. Like,
yes, it's not too much competition right there. He's gonna have to.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna throw out my man's Aldi Rushman for Baltimore, right? He's pretty good. Baltimore doesn't have very much. All right, Baltimore don't got. Yeah, I know it's hard, but Aldi Rushman, you know what I'm saying, playing catcher, you know what I'm saying, back coming in the lineup, you know what I'm saying, and he's not a home run hitter, but he's a space eater.
Yeah, Derek Jeter.
Right. Where's the defense lined up at? Somehow, some way, I'm gonna get the ball over there. They're over there. I'm gonna get and he's quick. You know what I'm saying. So I've been seeing a lot of that. As far as Caesar Sportsbook, I think they got him like ranked second in what I did, and I was like, but I've seen his production as far as not just being in the lineup, but also defensively because he does play catcher. You know what I'm saying? So that's an intricate position because you got to be tied. I mean, if I'm playing catcher, I got to be tied in with my pitcher. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know what you like. I gotta know what your stuff look like. I also gotta tell you, hey man, you
Pause, man.
Pause. Yeah, I also gotta know, like, man, you like this sucks right here, bro. Stop throwing that slider, bro. Stop throwing that slider. Let me show you. Like, I'm gonna throw the side for the curveball, and you gonna throw that. So I think he has a little bit more of a challenge offensively and defensively. So I'm gonna throw Aldi Rushman in there. Shout out to the Baltimore Orioles, man. You know what I'm saying? Aldi Rushman, what it do? I see you. Salute to you, my guy.
All right, so I mean that's basically.
So we gonna go from hitting the ball to being on the ball, which is a game of football, which is the American game of football, which is the National Football League, which is about to start in about 2 weeks.
September 8th,
you know what I'm
September
saying?
8th.
Now,
them damn Rams coming to kick that
Let's
thing off
go.
against the Buffalo Bills.
now
baby.
this is the time where we love to give Coach Joey the ball. Macomilly, tell us what to do, man. What's going on?
Quarterback. All right, let's start off in the NFL with this NFL talk. Let's start off in the NFC South with the Carolina Panthers officially naming Baker Mayfield the starting quarterback of their team. Sam Darnold
I called it,
fought
y'all.
a good fight. You know, it was inevitable.
It was
that Baker
inevitable,
No,
bro.
I called it before he even got there.
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
you
okay.
did.
I
You
said
did.
Word. So, you know,
said he
they
was
traded
gonna go
for him. They got him for a bag of Takis and a hot pocket
Not the
from
chili.
Cleveland. You know
and a
what I'm saying?
Simply
And now he's the
Orange.
starter. And ironically, week 1, they play against the Browns. He hyped. He's amped. He gets to lead that team out of there.
Right.
That's gonna be a great game.
Unfortunately, their rookie that they drafted in the 4th round, Matt Corral from Ole Miss University, out for the season.
Out for the season.
So if it doesn't pan out with Baker,
Sam Darnold
they
gets
were
the
saying that,
joints.
if they started off and they were losing a lot of games, probably was going to see Matt Corral sooner than later. He was going to get a lot of burn. We're going to have to wait to see him get an opportunity until next year. Hopefully Baker is has some
He'll be
success.
all
though.
right. Baker gonna show out, man.
I
We'll see.
really do.
We'll see.
They're gonna
Like
show
this.
out, man.
This is his last opportunity.
This
now.
is his last
to be a
But
starter.
this
And
one
if he
big
don't do
thing.
good, he's officially a backup.
And
Y'all want to
listen-
know why I'm saying that?
What at?
He had to play on the team that a player demanded the ball, which was Odell Beckham, in my eyes. And I think it was getting to him because he was doing good at one time, and then it kind of.
You think that's it?
I think that's
I think it was
bro.
last
all
year.
that
honestly,
time he was hurt.
I think
It was
it was
a
the shoulder
plethora.
injury. I think it was the shoulder
Yeah,
injury.
definitely. But nobody
Let-
nobody
okay.
giving them no slack on that.
As,
so I
as
was just
somebody
out there
as somebody
playing,
that has played the sports and I watch my boys out here, I think it would be because remember it was his non-throwing shoulder and his other ankle, so his whole body was off center last year, bro.
Yeah.
And
They should have sat him down.
Yeah, they should have
let
sat
Case
him
Keenum
down
play.
and let Case Keenum play, but they disrespected him. Basically got Deshaun Watson.
Let's be honest. Browns was not about to win the Super Bowl last year. So.
But I mean, a little backstory to that. They offered Baker 30 M's a year. Baker turned it down.
Yeah.
That year he took them to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Right.
they
So
turned
now
it
they
down.
like, okay, well,
he wanted the big bag.
You want the bag? You're gonna have to get out here and
Right.
show us what you got.
He
for
wanted
us
the
to,
Lamar
to
bag,
give
bro.
you some more money, and he
Yeah.
hurt his stock. He really should have took that money because he would,
He wanted
would've
that.
been in a way better
He wanted that
situation.
Lamar bag.
There's nobody giving him that now.
No, he's
Yeah.
not.
Regardless
No.
of what he do this year.
Panthers fans,
Shout out to Isaiah Thomas.
if he throws 3 picks, you can call me at 1-800.
I told you so.
I'm hey,
Help me, Jay.
all I'm gonna say is sleep on that guy.
I'm gonna be
man.
honest, boy. Myles Garrett going to go into it's gonna be an interesting game. It's gonna be an interesting
Exactly.
game.
Yeah, I think
you
so.
playing against the team that's seen you every day in practice.
Every
They know your
day.
tendencies better than anybody.
Better
The
than
coaches know you
anybody.
better than anybody.
Right. Yeah.
So they throwing everything at you to make sure you look
Listen,
bad.
It's a hell
So
of
this
a
a big
first
game for
game. It's a
Baker.
hell of a
So
first
if he
game.
can look good and will his team to win, this will be a very impressive statement. Regardless of Deshaun not playing okay, but if he beats that defense that knows everything about him,
Right.
it's gonna be very impressive.
In my opinion, this is going to be a Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey battle. Because the quarterbacks ain't gonna mean crap.
Sprinkle some Kareem
Jacoby,
Hunt,
yeah, Jacoby Brissett.
See?
No,
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
They
Jacoby
sleep on that. Y'all sleeping on
Brissett.
Baker,
No,
man.
no. I'm
just say he was
I'm
crap.
not sleeping on Baker. No,
definitely say he was crap.
I want him to succeed. But just like Joe said, the
You said his quarterback was
defense,
crap.
the defense that
The
know
scouting
him
report
every
is-
day. They seen him
scouting
every day
report
for
right
3
there
years.
for
I mean, y'all got so much reason to think that. I respect all y'all.
We gonna
opinions,
revisit
but
this week
one. I'm looking at what I'm seeing and what I've seen from the past.
Week two.
And when
Who
somebody
they
got
play?
a chip
Who
on
the
their
Panthers? Somebody look it up. Who the Panthers play week 2? Week 2, Baker Mayfield gonna tear that thing up. But that first week, I don't
I'm
think so.
saying like we really.
I don't think so.
We really thinking the Browns like 2023 Super Bowl
Their
champions.
their
They good?
defense.
No,
Their
Carolina
defense.
got good defense. The Browns got a good defense. It's gonna be probably
Hey,
a defensive battle.
somebody
And
look
what
that
quarterback
up.
don't make the mistake?
Mari Cooper. Mari Cooper.
Somebody look that up.
Brissett,
Who's the Carolina Panthers
Mistakes
second
to
game?
Second game. All
Somebody
right,
look it up. Who the Carolina Panthers
If it's the
second?
Saints or the Bucks, it's an
The
L.
Jags?
Oh,
Wow. Oh, wow.
Now you still do
I
you
mean,
still
bring
feel,
all the
do you
jokes.
still feel that way?
Bring all the
Do you
jokes.
still feel that way?
We gonna win though.
Wow. Who is we?
Wait a
Because you
minute.
just talked about Baker
No.
Mayfield.
I feel like any team against our new defense is gonna have
All
a
right,
hard
but what
time.
did you just say?
Who's new defense?
What you mean?
The Jaguars
You said
or
what he
or
was
the
gonna do
or the Carolina
okay,
Panthers?
week 2 they play the Jags.
No, I said y'all acting like he gonna be trash. He's not gonna be trash.
didn't-
It don't matter. I ain't talking about.
Okay,
I'm not talking about
what he gonna look
17
like.
I
games.
don't-
I don't know. I
Did
don't
I
think
say he
he'll-
was? Did I say he was gonna be 17 and 0?
I don't think he
No,
gonna
we
do
are.
well against his old team. I think he'll do well after that. I don't think he gonna do well against
Bruh.
Cleveland.
All right, check
I
this
just
out.
think it's a little.
It's gonna be dink and dunk. you know?
Quick minded to say that he's just not gonna be good. Like
So
They're gonna be like Christian McCaffrey.
so
Here you go.
How can you prove that when you're gonna start 0-2? Because they're playing your Jags, right?
Oh wow, dang.
Right.
He's going.
I'm saying if he played good, though.
he's trying to say they're gonna lose and then lose
you
against
might
your
no,
team.
I
bro.
didn't say 0-2. I didn't say 0-2.
But what do you
Y'all
expect them
saying
to
that.
do?
1-1.
I
what
think
do
he's
you-
gonna win the game.
1-1.
He's gonna win what
They ain't
game?
gonna be
I
good.
think he's
What?
gonna beat the Browns.
What?
He got the
Is
chip
he
on
gonna
his
beat
shoulder,
the
y'all.
Jags? Is
What?
he gonna beat the Jags?
Bro, they got Brissett,
Is
bro.
he gonna beat the Jags?
What are we talking about? This not Deshaun. Even
Hey.
Deshaun probably would struggle the first game. What y'all talking about? Y'all can like this team is automatically good. Only thing they got is a running game and their defense is good.
Deshaun gonna get a
But-
massage and power
He
up.
didn't
That's
ask
what's
my
gonna
question, but okay. We
Hey
but
man,
Brissett,
hey Baker man,
Brissett,
don't make me look stupid.
Baker, hey,
That's
listen.
all.
And
Hey.
what I tell y'all, he was out here Big Ten balling, Texas, Oklahoma. I feel like when he get in North Carolina,
Where
when
did
he
the
get in
Browns-
Charlotte,
where
when
did
he
the
get in
Browns
Charlotte,
go?
then he gonna get
They
that
were led
Charlotte.
by
He gonna
Baker
get that Charlotte
Mayfield.
love.
They didn't go nowhere because
And they
Baker
gonna relate to
Mayfield
him.
couldn't do that.
yeah.
Do
and
not
that's
put like
what
this.
my
Baker
point
Mayfield had
is.
one of the better rosters in the NFL.
Y'all can let this guy wasn't hurt, y'all.
You said okay.
This guy was hurt.
Let's
bro.
He was
Don't-
hurt
they
half
don't
the
play
season.
Real quick.
They don't play. It's football. Everybody
Real
hurt.
quick.
Be real with you.
They didn't have no options.
Okay.
They had Case Keenum. Case
Wow.
Keenum led Minnesota
So
to
why
like
didn't
12
they
wins.
play?
Case
That's
Keenum,
the reason
Case
they didn't
Keenum.
play
Because they
Keenum.
tried. Because they
Are
were
you
trying.
serious?
No, they played him because
Wow.
they look. We not gonna pay you no money, and we gonna put you out there.
What?
We gonna put you out there, and you have to prove to us.
So you
So
think they
hold
gonna?
on.
You
Before-
think they gonna
Man versus
take
man.
away their chance to go to the playoffs because they want to give them a certain amount of
Okay.
money?
Old lion versus young lion.
So here we're gonna. This is what we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with that he is not going to have a bad season,
That's cool.
Baker.
right?
That's cool.
But
What else was I saying?
he did say that he is gonna throw for 400 yards, but they're gonna lose to his Jags the second week.
Wow.
What are you putting
It's
words in
the
my
Carolina
mouth?
Panthers.
I say nothing about yardage.
Kareem is writing this down. You said it.
I said, who they play?
He clearly
Play
said
week
I
two.
said he's gonna
Who they
throw
play week
400
two?
yards.
Carolina, who they play week 2?
Where the hell did you get that from?
They play the Jags. Do they play? Do they play in Carolina? They play in Carolina.
What?
It don't even matter. It's an hour and a half to Charlotte, 4 hours to Jags. It
Yeah.
don't matter where they
Yeah.
play. It's local.
Hey,
It's a
man.
home game.
Hey Baker, man,
They play. Oh, okay. Well,
I got some inside.
So you want him to do well, but
I got some
that's a
insiders
simple
though.
question.
I got a couple insiders
Yo,
that
man.
was at the practices.
shout out
They
to
see what the man can do, bro.
They-
All right,
they-
It's a
Brissett,
reason
though.
why Sam Donald's not on that field. That's all I'm saying.
Because he
Right.
he a bigger bum than Baker. That's why.
Wow.
Be real with you. Sam Donald a bum.
Oh, Kareem. I'm about to say
Baker got a
Kareem
lot
is
to
in here.
prove.
Kareem seen
Baker
it for
got a lot to
himself.
prove, man.
Kareem, as a Jets fan, saw it for himself. Kareem, you don't think is there any?
I mean, all you gotta
as
do
a
is say
Jets
two
fan,
words.
Kareem, is there anywhere
and
else?
that's the end of that conversation.
And
Like-
we don't give anybody a chance on the
Let's
Jets,
let's
you
let's
know?
keep it real with me,
Have a
Kareem.
chance, man.
Keep it
That's
real
true,
with me,
too.
Kareem. You think that the Seattle Seahawks should train for Sam Donald in the streets?
Yo, somebody.
We good.
Nah, they'll keep him as a backup.
They keep
Yeah,
it
I
on.
would
He ain't going
say-
nowhere.
I would
He ain't
keep
going
him
nowhere.
like, he's not
Nobody's
trash
trading him
like
to be the
that,
starter,
like,
bro.
but-
Yeah, no,
Nobody's trading
no.
for him to start.
No.
Like, Sam Donald's officially a permanent backup unless somebody gets hurt and he has to play.
Thanks to Baker Mayfield.
Hey, but let's switch it, man. Let's keep
Yeah,
it in
yeah,
NFC.
yeah. I
Let's
think so.
keep it in the NFC South.
I'm sorry.
Hit him,
With,
Joe. Hit him,
with
Joe.
some more, Tom Brady stepped away from the team for a couple of weeks.
Right.
Rumor has it he has some medical issues going on.
Somebody
Some
joked the
I'm
other
not
day.
Sure. But he's coming back and he's playing in the last preseason game with
For
the
sure.
Bucks. He's officially returned to the team as of Monday. So the GOAT back. He don't need no practice. He
don't
Brady,
need no
man, you know what I'm
practice.
saying? He know
Right.
everything.
Somebody made a joke the other day and said that he was gonna be on the Masked Singer and he didn't tell nobody.
Oh.
I think that's
But,
very possible.
hey, did y'all hear the story from Dana White about Tom Brady and Gronk? Gronk was recently on the show with Dana White saying that they were about to go to Oakland, about to go to the Las Vegas Raiders instead of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers together.
Wow.
But John Gruden was currently still the coach and he blocked it.
Wow.
Preferably because, John Gruden is like a little power freak. And, with Brady was leaving the Patriots situation because he wanted more control and more say-so like,
Yeah.
let's say,
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
With
And
not even Aaron Rodgers with another player, because Aaron Rodgers had beef with the organization about player personnel, but just he wanted more say so in what kind of players he wanted to play with. He wanted to get loaded up with better players.
Okay.
So,
and just imagine,
Gruden just didn't want somebody to come in with more authority or more pull than him, so he blocked that.
Right. Just imagine how that would have looked though. Freaking Tom Brady in a Raiders jersey.
That'd have been hard.
Woo.
Cowboys fans.
Hey man, salute to my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake Gill would have do though.
Yes, sir.
Be safe, my guy.
Shout out to my Cowboys fans.
50-cent wings tonight. Woo.
You want to know why?
Why?
They got him one.
Okay. Tell me how this is still like they're in denial, man.
The Cowboys fans.
So you got Tyron Smith,
right,
facing surgery.
Bad. He out until December at least.
That happened today.
Right.
Or
tore his hamstring.
Yeah.
Right. And then, but you got Jerry Jones. Basically, what was sticking out to me the most is him talking about Michael Gallup. Talking about like, hey, he's gonna be back by week 1.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't due back by week 1. He was due back by the end of September.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking him off the PUP list just so he can come back. Because, you know, when you're on the PUP list, you got to at least miss 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So they're basically saying, hey, he's not going to be on the PUP list, but, you know, he'll be back, you know, by week 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why is all this denial? Like, yo, we're not in flux. Like, we're fine. We're fine. And I just don't see it. I just don't understand. Like,
because Zeke gonna have a breakthrough year, man.
Zeke and Pollard gonna have a good season.
The 1-2
Zeke and Pollard
punch.
gonna have a good season, but that Tyron Smith injury,
that Tyron Smith
that's
injury,
hurting
that's
them. They gotta find a
Says
replacement
the
for that.
NFC East.
That's a big
They gotta
one.
find a replacement for
The
that.
NFC East guy doesn't believe that.
I'm really in the space of saying this is going to be the year of CD Lamb or no CD Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb gonna ball out as long as he stay healthy. CeeDee Lamb gonna finish like a top 5 receiver. He gonna get so many targets
because his target is gonna be
his
up.
target volume. Man,
what's my man's name? And is it Schumer the tight end?
Dalton Shorts. Yeah, he gonna get a lot. Yeah,
he gonna get a lot.
CeeDee Lamb gonna get all the balls.
He gonna get a lot.
Hopefully Gallup can get in there.
Yeah,
shout out to
Gallup gonna come off.
USFL's own number 2 Turban for the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow.
He gonna make that roster, man. He ran the kick return back for a touchdown
and
in the same game.
Return,
ran a punt return as well.
Yeah,
you saw what the NFL said.
What he said?
They said, "Do not kick or punt to this guy."
Man.
Right.
Hey, the ironic thing about it is,
but we
January,
went there first. We talked about
the ironic thing about it is in January he tweeted on Twitter, "If the NFL give me a chance, I won't lead the league in kick returns and punt returns."
Oh,
man.
my
gave
God.
him a chance. He's showing out in preseason.
So
He's
dope.
definitely earned a roster
He
spot.
definitely
in the
earned a roster
Cowboys.
spot.
Oh yeah, Jerry Jones
with the
too.
injuries at wide receiver, he might end up getting a lot. He might get some burn in the slot. He might end up getting some plays. You know what I'm saying?
Jerry Jones
So
is
I'm
too.
wishing the best for that young man.
Most
USFL definitely paid off for a lot of guys, a couple of good guys.
'Cause they ready to
definitely
go.
make rosters, man, and they're gonna be some
well
difference makers.
put together organization.
And just like Joe said, man, that USFL, I think a lot of the players in preseason endeavor for the USFL have been, especially defensively, have been showing their behinds because I guess the idea is, you know what I'm saying, they've been practicing and training already. So when you get them in training camp,
they game shape already.
Yeah, they're already ready to go. You ain't got to worry about that.
Then.
They've been getting hit. They've been
big
playing.
to it, man.
That's big too.
And another thing with the USFL, man, it's like a real progressive league. The NFL is actually looking to copycat some of the things they had with inside the football.
Oh, yeah,
they had
innovative.
the tracker,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of us replaying and having it, we still gonna have to change to show it, but
But
you
the
actually
chip.
have a tracker inside of the football to show if you got the first down.
Yeah, the
Based
nose
on
of the football
you know
has
what
a
I'm saying?
chip in there.
So
Oh,
they
for
got
real?
that. Yeah, they had that.
Ooh.
They was looking at maybe incorporating some of the drone cameras. They was looking at the referee cam. The referees had the
The
cam.
referees got
Like,
the cameras.
visuals of how it
That's
feels,
dope.
what the referee actually sees on the field. So the NFL is actually
That's dope.
looking at copycatting some of the things the USFL has brought to the
Shout out
forefront
to
in
the
football.
USFL.
It was a
So it's a real progressive league.
It was a lot of the
dope,
production value that I think, you know what I'm saying, the NFL wants to you want to engage the audience. You want to engage, you know what I'm saying, your unaverage viewer, like, you know what I'm saying, somebody's mom or somebody's uncle or cousin who don't watch NFL. Cause you know what I'm saying, we from the South. So a lot of people I know right now be like, oh man, well I don't watch NFL, I watch college football.
Yeah.
We know who we talking about. But like, you know what I'm saying, but when they cut on a NFL game or a USFL game, like Joe said, that production aesthetic stands out. Like I can catch, you know, a quarter and go, man, you know, You know what I'm saying? That play action play was so hard because you know why? I saw where the ball went. You know what I'm saying? I saw where the ball didn't go. I saw, what the misdirection. And then, especially with the drones and stuff like that and included in it, bro. That's some hard stuff, John. So I appreciate you throwing that in there.
Yes,
shout out to the USFL one time.
Other news today in practice, man. My Rams had a joint practice with the Cincinnati Bengals. Second day we had joint practice. Yesterday was friendly, no problems like that.
Right.
Aaron Donald did have a questionable late hit on Joe Burrow, but it wasn't too much of anything going on yesterday. Besides that, the NFL with the joint practices, they have this scale from 1 to 10 of physicality and like problems between the teams. Yesterday's practice was a 2 out of 10, which means very peaceful teams practice, had a good cordial practice. Today, all hell broke loose.
10.
Had a brawl.
12.
You know what I'm saying? Probably was like a 50.
20.
Aaron Donald ended up with 2 Cincinnati Bengal helmets in his hands. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy.
Oh, he going crazy.
Listen,
he was swinging a couple. It was a brawl. He was swinging, probably defending himself. I'm not sure.
Did
maybe a suspension to come down. Hopefully it's a fine because it's practice. Myles Garrett, he got 4 games during the incident with the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mason Rudolph, but that was on live TV while the whole world was watching this.
Right.
Just practice, an isolated incident. I'm thinking maybe a heavy fine. If anything, maybe 1 game.
One game, just some fines.
Don't suspend that man. We got Buffalo week 1. Come on now, Goodell. We need our boy. That's AD. That's the golden boy. Now, Joe, the defense. This the GOAT right here.
Now, Joe, I know you. I know your team. This is your team, that Rams.
Yes, sir.
So, like, did you see the recap when Brandon Marshall asked Aaron Donald if what he was doing with his rookie with the hand movement on the man's neck?
What he said, I seen. I ain't see that, but I seen the actual footage of him with the hand on his neck.
That was crazy. Okay, first of all, let me tell you
man, that's very strong.
Let me tell you something. Okay, that's very crazy, my friend. I don't know if I can do that, my friend. I'm a rookie, man. Don't choke me, man.
Hey, man, you got to pay your dues.
My mommy watching me, man. Don't choke me, man.
But yeah, man. Also, with the Arizona Cardinals, of course, DeAndre Hopkins is suspended the first 6 games. They acquire Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown is having a ball in Arizona, but bro, slow down a little bit, bro. Okay, you got pulled over. You did 75. You got pulled over like 75 miles per hour in like a 40.
He playing GTA in real life.
Ticket. Then you got caught doing 126 miles per hour in like a 60, bro, and you got arrested. Okay. Listen, man, if anything, bro, learn from the Las Vegas Raiders' unfortunate incident with their first-round draft pick and how he has to spend a lot of the rest of his life in jail behind one reckless decision, bro.
Yo, that's very mature.
You want to go fast, fam? Go to the track. Rent the track out. You a baller. Go to the track, bro, and drive as fast as you want legally.
Bro, straight up.
on the road, slow down.
Bro, straight up, right? Straight up. It's Arizona. There's a desert somewhere. Drive in that. Exactly, there's a desert in Arizona.
We only saying this because we want to look out for you, man. Don't mess your bag up, bro. You work your whole life to get here. Do not have dumb decisions messing your bag up for you and your family. You on the verge of getting a big contract like McLaurin, like DK. Like these guys just got you one of those receivers, and you and Kyler got the rapport. Y'all played at Oklahoma together. Kyler about to make sure you get at least 1,200 receiving yards.
Getting them touches.
DeAndre out the first 6 games. Who you think he throwing to? Be there. Your best ability is your availability, man. Don't trick yourself off these streets, bro.
Hey, man. Yes, and I want to give a shout out to the organization of the Arizona Cardinals. I know it seemed like a lot of they were having a lot of continuity issues. I saw on their second preseason game, Kyler Murray was on the sideline with the play sheet, calling the plays, and getting a dynamic aspect of what it looks like to see
of what he's been looking at on
the film.
Yeah, I seen a stat though. The plays Kyler Murray called, they scored 14 points.
There you go.
The coach called, they scored 3 points. Know what I'm saying?
So once again, y'all
he was calling some stuff.
Right. You thought that play call sheet was for nothing, or you thought that clause was for nothing? No, that young man is, and I feel like when they brought it to his attention, I feel like he's going to take that as an opportunity to excel. And I said it when we did it on the show. I just wish he would have soaked up some responsibility. Yeah, I played a video game. Yeah, I'll be on the sticks. I ain't lying. I'll be on the sticks, bro. But I'm gonna get out here and I want me to study 6 hours. I'm gonna do 8 hours of film.
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? But I like
let the game speak. That's
right.
all,
but I like the fact that he stood out with the play calling, like Joe said. 14 points was scored. Coach got 3, and he was on it. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't playing. They were showing the replay. He had to, how you do the thing. He was like, yeah, what you want to do? He was like, yeah, we gonna go 62 jet right screen Zeph on 3. Bam, and he looked like a professional play caller. So I think if Kyler Murray's NFL quarterback career does not work out, you can find him somewhere in an offensive coordinator's chair near you. Straight up.
Dope.
Yes, sir. A couple other quick hits. With Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes looking good in preseason.
God,
The offense looking
Patrick
pretty
Mahomes.
good. You know, I still got my bold prediction that they're gonna win 9 or 10 games and miss the playoffs just because the AFC gonna be that thick. But they looking kind of real rounded on offense. In Washington Commander news, coach came out and said Gibson will be their kick returner.
Hey,
He's putting them back there to special teams. You know what I'm saying? So they carving a niche where that early round pick this year they picked. He's going to really take a bigger role as the running back. Gibson going to be maybe a change of pace back.
Yeah.
And a
RB2.
special teams ace.
Yeah, that RB2 spot is always a
we'll
good.
see what's up with that, man.
I think that's a good spot for him, Joe.
That's what he was picked for in the first place.
We shall see.
He was
I forgot.
I keep telling y'all, look at his highlights. Nobody want to look at his
He ain't gonna have
highlights.
no highlights.
Yes, he does.
He ain't gonna have no highlights week 1.
Taking command,
all right.
volume 1.
He ain't gonna have no highlights, bro.
And speaking of taking command, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to throw this in there, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, y'all rookie look all right, man. Sam Howell, you know what I'm saying? I got it down here. He's 8 of 15. Okay. He got 19 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
And I thought that was pretty decent. I saw the highlights. I did not get to watch that game.
Yeah.
But like in terms of rookie progression, he's one of the rookies they keep an eye on. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably get into it a little more after Joe finishes with the highlights. I just want to throw that in there because we are talking about Washington. You know, of course, Carson Wentz, you know what I'm saying?
Trash.
We talking about his arm strength, whether he's still capable of being in the pocket.
Trash.
Sam Howell comes in there and adds a athletic dynamic that Wentz does not have.
The whole box. Unopened.
And we seen Wentz run before. We seen him run before.
I'm not worried.
You're not worried.
Hey,
I know. I just
bruh,
want to throw that in there.
Do you
not
see our
worried.
defense? That's all it matters.
Wow.
Do you see our defense? bro?
Wow.
Talking about preseason, bro.
Yeah.
Against we played y'all, right?
Hey,
That was y'all number one. That was y'all first string,
You
right?
sure did play that.
Did they score? Did they score?
No, they didn't. No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let's continue.
Go ahead,
couple
Joe.
other
Go ahead,
things,
Joe.
man. Quarterback battles. Pete Carroll has yet to announce who his starting quarterback is for his team. It's
Why?
either Drew
I
Lock,
wouldn't tell
it's either
anybody.
Geno Smith. You know,
Probably
people
Drew
were
Lock,
saying
man.
maybe they're gonna trade for Jimmy G. I don't see that coming.
Drew Lock
He's trying
is
to keep
doing
it
it.
close to the vest. I think he really don't know yet. Also, quarterback battle in Atlanta heating up. Desmond Ritter, Mariota. I think Mariota
right.
gonna end up getting
Let's
the
give Mariota a
nod.
chance, baby.
But Atlanta might be okay. Man.
I'm gonna get
Kyle
into that.
Pitts is looking like he getting his bag. He had a big
Yo.
play the other game. Man.
Can I just say, man, Bryce Hall really looked bad the other night.
Oh, Brees Hall.
Running back. Y'all running back.
Yeah, Brees Hall. Yeah.
man.
No, he did not.
What he had going on?
Kyle Pitts was just killing him, man.
Yeah, Brees Hall. Yeah, Brees Hall was just he was getting I mean, dog, look at Kyle Pitts though. That's a man child, bro. That's a man child.
Now that's why I was looking at the Drake pick that Atlanta had
Those
like
formations.
y'all could have got a better receiver because y'all had y'all took the first receiver. Y'all had the first pick and took the first receiver. You know what I'm saying?
The biggest
overall,
receiver.
they took Drake London. So I think they did it like we had Julio. He's a big body.
Right.
Yeah, let's get another big
receiver.
body.
I think
Yeah,
that's how they kind of approached it.
Right.
But Drake looking okay. He looking pretty decent, man. So we'll see how they fare. We'll see how they fare, man.
and it's really going down preseason wise with these teams and these quarterbacks that come out in the 3rd and 4th, 5th round. I've been paying that a lot of attention. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get into like a couple of them real quick, not to jump out there for Joe. But let's keep it 1,000, man. Okay. Y'all know who Skylar Thomas is? Anybody? Skylar Thomas? Me neither, but I had to figure it out because you know why? He got picked by the Miami Dolphins out of Kansas State, okay? And he's out here doing it big. I watched that game. I literally watched it. And I had to go, man, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Why, you know what I'm saying? He out here throwing them left to right. He went 26 to 34, 293 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Oh,
and for the
man.
Miami offense, the second string offense now,
Yeah.
to do that, that's pretty darn good. And you know what I'm saying? A name that we've heard a lot of times going into the season, real big. We're talking about Malik Willis, man, like straight up and down. We're talking 6'11", 107 yards, 1 touchdown, 38-yard rushing touchdown at the same time. And you know, a lot of people was criticizing Coach Mike Vrabel for the post-game conference in which he said, "Oh, well, yeah, he looked good, but I wish he would have threw it in." But keep it 1,000. Like, okay, well, if I got Steph Curry, am I going to tell Steph Curry to take a layup, or am I gonna let Steph Curry shoot the ball?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let him do what he do. Like Malik Willis is a change of pace quarterback. So, but I mean, you know, I think that's a coach's way of manipulating the media to say, hey man, you did good, but you can do better.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most definitely. And then like Joe mentioned, the quarterback battle in Atlanta is heating up. Desmond Ritter with 10 to 13 for 143 yards, and it was like 2 plays, like 2 straight dimes for his 2 touchdowns. And I'm talking about like they were professional throws, only where the wide receiver could get to it. And I know he had an arm, but like that ball placement is really big for rookie quarterbacks, and he did that. So I'm gonna give him something. And I'm gonna talk about my peoples, man. I gotta do it one time. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about Kenny Two Gloves. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna call him. Yeah, 2 Glove Kenny. You know what I'm talking about? For the Pittsburgh Steelers, he went 6-7 for 76 yards in the second half. And like the whole thing is, although that seems like not a large stat, he only missed one throw. And the throw that really mattered the most, where they scored a touchdown against the Jags, he did that. You know what I'm saying? And then also, you know what I'm saying, he showed his wheels. He got a little bit of wheels. Got a couple yards. He ain't scored no touchdown. Last game he did the juke. He didn't do the juke this time. But like, you know, I'm proud to say, like, you know, we have a quarterback battle brewing in Pittsburgh.
What's the ultimate answer?
The ultimate answer, bro, is to be real with you. The funny thing is, Mason Rudolph has the better statistics than everybody else. Statistically, like,
and he knows
like completions, completions and point and completions and stuff like that. Mason Rudolph is actually winning, but in terms of what they probably want to do, we gotta try Mitchell Trubisky. If it got to be Mitchell Trubisky, it's got to be Mason Rudolph second, and then I want to let Kenny thrive and see how it goes. I don't want to throw him out there to them Wolves right now because I think he's valuable that way. But you know, back to the NFL headlines. Back to you, Joe.
Hey man, Baltimore, what y'all waiting on? Lamar done told y'all, man, week 1 come, he ain't want to do the contract negotiations. Just pay this man. Like, come on.
Give him something.
Come on, just pay this man. He deserves it. Former NFL MVP, let him get his bag. And that's pretty much I got right now, man. You know, all the NFL news. There's some other stuff going on, but
speaking of all these players,
it ties into fantasy a little bit.
Yeah, let's get it.
Fantasy talk.
Fantasy one-on-one.
Real quick. Who doesn't look good though? We talked about everybody who look good. Who don't look good?
Carson Wentz, man.
Oh, come on, man. Give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. Yeah, he got a team. Trash. He got a team to the NFL.
So he got a team. He go to the Commanders and nobody call him trash now. Are we? Do we have this much of short memory?
All right, so
listen, Carson Wentz in the same boat as Baker Mayfield. Look, y'all don't get it done this year. Y'all gonna.
That's my whole thing. Why nobody talking about
string? Every time
second string quarterback.
Every time they talk about the Jags in training camp, the only thing they talk about is Travis Etienne. Shut up.
What? Nah.
Period. Hey, who has talked about? Who have you heard talk about Trevor?
They don't
Lawrence?
even talk about y'all. Period. So they talk about us way more than y'all, bro.
Listen. I'm gonna say this though.
I respect it though. I respect it, but they don't want to talk about that.
Yes, they do.
Week 1, baby.
They don't want to talk about the Commanders.
Hey, man, we got Kareem Muse in the building too, right?
That's true.
So how you feel about the good old veteran?
So I had to say it. They talk about us way more than y'all, bro.
How you feel about the veteran going to be starting for y'all? You got Joe Flacco, ex Super Bowl quarterback. He won the MVP. Didn't win the MVP that year? Or was it Ray Lewis? But anyway, the man won the Super Bowl. He's a perennial Pro Bowler. He's been in the Pro Bowl. He got an arm.
I thought White was starting.
Yeah, I think Mike White gonna play.
Joe Flacco.
Mike White gonna play.
Joe Flacco, man.
Yeah, I thought White. You know.
So you want Mike White or Joe Flacco? Keep it 100.
I prefer White myself. Might as well.
Of course you would say that.
We got Flacco. He can help us in the locker room. He can help us on the bench. You know,
Flacco's slow.
I'm sure he can help in a lot of ways. But we need a fresh start, and I'll rock with White before I rock with Flacco.
I'll rock with White too sometimes.
I'm interested to see. I hope whoever is at quarterback focus on getting Wilson that ball, man. Focus on getting Wilson that ball. He a great playmaker. I saw a stat, man. Sauce Gardner, 18 snaps over the 2 preseason games. They didn't target him at all.
Mims, they got to hit Mims up too. We got to hit Mims up, man. We didn't hit him up enough.
He a big body receiver. I know about him.
Yeah.
Denzel Mims. He a big body receiver, man.
So I don't. You know, I got my hopes up. I don't want to talk too much because when I talk, I ruin it. So I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should watch the game. I don't know.
Watch it. Just don't talk.
If I should cheer for him, I don't know what to do. I'm scared to death, man. I just want to. Can we win 7 games, yo? Can we win?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm in the same boat, bro.
Can we
Hey,
win 7 games?
yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I
dog.
think, hey, listen, y'all defense coming together. Y'all got a
same,
defensive
bro.
minded coach.
Right.
Y'all really, I think y'all should tank because the quarterbacks y'all can get. No, I'm not being funny. Tank because it's two real good quarterbacks that's gonna be drafted in the top 5 coming out next year. Y'all can grab one.
Yeah.
Now y'all set. Y'all got y'all franchise quarterback. That's really all y'all missing is the franchise quarterback right now, and just they get everybody acclimated on the same accord and get that philosophy understood. But Solomon is a great coach. He's a good coach. He's gonna pan out for y'all.
And speaking of franchise quarterback, this is a great way to lead into fantasy football.
Yes, sir. Hey, real quick though, before somebody who looked bad, the Browns let Deshaun play week 1 in preseason and he looked bad. He was like 1 for 4. He looked rusty, but I'm gonna give him a pass because he ain't played ball in a minute.
He ain't played ball in 2 years.
Against who, y'all?
The Jags.
I'm telling y'all, defense.
The Jags.
I'm telling y'all, man.
Hey, what you call
Once again, every time Trevor says LeBron, every time Trevor says LeBron,
Alan Walker,
Jaguars, Jacksonville. Every time Trevor says that, take a shot. That's the new game for. That's the Rec Room.
I can't wait till red zone, bro. You gonna be sick, bro. You gonna be sick, bro. At least you ain't gotta see the whole game. You
gonna see the touchdowns.
The worst parts of it, though.
Even a broke clock is right 2 times.
Wow,
bro. Like you really think the Commanders are good? Y'all probably be one of the sorriest teams.
Even a hit dog will holler. You know.
They'll probably be one of the
y'all ain't
sorriest
figure out
teams.
what y'all betting yet. Y'all ain't figure out what y'all betting on the game yet, man.
Oh no,
Y'all gotta bet something.
Sometimes the grass is green on the other side. I'm saying.
But let's get into this fantasy football.
Fantasy football, man. So like, all right, we've been talking about it. I'm really getting into my bag, as the kids say.
Okay.
For watching, a lot of these fantasy football shows. I'm watching. I got some sleepers. I got Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? I got some sleepers. I think I'm gonna pull on y'all, and I'm gonna pull them early because I don't know no better. So I think this is a cool time just to say, as we were watching the preseason, like, what are we? Who are we excited about in the fantasy football? Joe, you go first. One player. Who you excited about?
A lot of people, man. I really don't want to give away a lot of stuff.
Yeah, just give us one. Give us one.
I think a player that's going to take the next step. I'm going to give you 2, Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb. As far as receivers, that's going to take the next step because of the sheer amount of volume they're going to get.
Right.
Justin Jefferson already the fastest receiver to 3,000 yards in NFL history. He had 1,400 yards, over 1,400 yards in year 1. I had over 1,600 yards last year. Right. I think he gets even more. I think it increases just because they have an offensive-minded coach right now. And coming from the Los Angeles Rams, the offensive coordinator, he's their head coach, and he's implementing our system into their offense, and they have the pieces to do exactly what we did, maybe even better, honestly, because Justin Jefferson is a great number 1, and Thielen is a baby Cooper Kupp. So
and Thielen actually said he's the most excited he's ever been.
Yeah, Thielen
everybody
is
across
Cooper
the board
Kupp
is about to eat. Y'all about to look like Kirk Cousins looking like that. Like Kirk Cousins might be a Pro Bowler this year. Kirk Cousins gonna be in the top 5 in passing yards.
Kirk Cousins is one of the most
about to have a great year.
slept-on quarterbacks.
I ain't gonna mess with you, Jay.
Real
I ain't gonna mess with you, Jay. I'm not
he
gonna
real
say nothing.
disrespected. But watch out, man. As far as for volume, Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb, they definitely coming, man. They definitely coming.
Jay, they sleeping on Kirk Cousins. Good night. All right, so second of all, let's go in my mind. I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna throw 2 out there, and I'm gonna throw a bottom two. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, I'm talking Darren Waller, okay, tight end for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders
for sure.
I think that based on his previous, basically his 2 last year stats, if you ain't Travis Kelce, then you Darren Waller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as being the best tight end goes, and then
Andrews.
Okay, or Mark Andrews,
Oh, for
right?
sure.
And then low key, okay. Hunter Renfro's coming out here.
He
in
go,
the
yeah,
streets.
Yeah.
Hunter Renfro's coming.
He was
out here
good
in the
last
streets.
year. Fantasy
over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, Hunter
Yeah.
Renfro's out here in the streets, and another guy I've been paying attention to. And this is just another one. And I know somebody else gonna say when I'm gonna wait for it because their offense is kind of gonna be geared towards this passing thing. I'm looking at Joe Mixon for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
I think
See, that's
I think
fantasy
Yeah. Oh, I've been on it right there. I've been on it,
A lot of
goddamn.
people not gonna do that.
Yeah, but I'm talking
somebody have
Joe
a big year.
Mixon, somewhere in the fourth, fifth round, maybe if y'all ain't got him.
No, he definitely
third.
Mixon going by second round.
By the second round.
He
I was saying third or fourth, but yeah, if I'm,
It's tough. It's almost tougher than the real NFL draft.
Yeah, fantasy draft out for your behind.
Hey,
you know what I'm
man,
saying?
it's different strategies. What type of strategy y'all guys gonna go with? I'm talking to the audience, like the fans here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like the load up running back heavy. A lot of people say, hey, I want to select maybe in my second or third pick in the second or third round. I want to go and get one of these top tier quarterbacks. Oh, Josh Allen, he about to ball out. I'm gonna grab him. Patty Mahomes, I'm gonna grab him.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, I might grab him. Some people like to wait fifth, sixth round to go grab their quarterback and go get their running back in their wide receiver position straight.
Right.
A lot of people might want to go load up on wide receivers and then go try to snag some running backs they think gonna break out in that third, fourth, fifth round. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about your strategy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
what
thinking
type of
special
strategy
teams,
you
too.
gonna do?
That's
Jump
what
in
I'm
these
thinking,
mocks.
special
You know what I'm
teams.
saying? If
That's-
your commissioner done announce,
that's
hey,
defense.
what position you drafting? Jump in these mocks and practice, guys. If you're in a 10-man league, in a 12-man league, a 14-man league, you need to practice on these mocks and
And we need to get in sweat league.
how it's looking.
Yeah, so we can.
We need to get in sweats league.
I'm
Everybody,
telling
don't
y'all
forget.
right now, I'm winning everything. I'm winning everything, guys.
You should get on the.
Make sure you click on the link. If you want to get in our league for the rec room, make sure you holler at my man Sweat, our producer.
Had that $50 ready.
Yeah, have your money
Yeah,
ready.
money ready, man.
So
We
Jay,
bet right now.
on your fantasy outlook right now, it's a fantasy wall for Jay. like don't give us 1 to 2. Don't give maybe not even 3. All right, so who you got on the wall for like Jay's fantasy 5th or 6th round pick? Who you got down there? What you thinking? Tell us what you got.
Yeah.
Hey man, I need points, man.
Okay.
That's it.
That's how you say it.
You don't wanna give that away.
You gotta give us. All right, give us one of them. How about 7? Go like 7, 8. Who you got down?
Nah, I do every draft different.
Okay.
I never draft the same.
Okay.
I do every draft the same philosophy. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna tell y'all my philosophy, but
Yeah.
my philosophy always freaking works. Bro. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I put it like this. I see a lot of people who draft and they draft people based on names, not necessarily understanding that. Why would you draft somebody that's not even first string? Now,
What you mean?
I don't.
You want like not drafting the X or the Z receiver, but drafting like a slot receiver instead?
Different situations call for how you draft, but I notice I see a lot of people that go for people that's not even first string.
What rounds we talking about? Early?
I mean, period. Like I know somebody that'll draft in the second round and get the number 2 receiver. Like, why would you do that? So, I like I said,
I don't know.
There's some number 2 receivers out
Hey,
here that's
the
worth early
Vikings-
drafting.
Nah, the Vikings
nah,
is
but there's
different.
a number 1 receiver still out there.
But the
Okay,
Vikings
all right,
is
You know what I'm
different.
saying?
though.
Like,
I felt what you're saying.
what you're saying.
Like,
But
okay.
but that
DeAndre,
receiver gets
look, I'm
double
gonna give you
team.
one example. I ain't gonna
That
get in my
receiver
bag
gets
too
double
much
team.
because it's draft strategy and y'all in my leagues and I
I'm
ain't want
saying
y'all
that
in my
Coach
brain tonight.
Joey's Iron
But
Lock
he would've
picks.
drafted-
Check it out.
Say, for instance-
DeAndre Hopkins is the number 1 receiver, right?
Right.
He out for 6 games. Hollywood Brown is the number 2 receiver. That's somebody you might want to go grab in the third round
And-
because he about to get so much volume. You know what I'm saying?
I'll get somebody like that in a later round.
That's a lock for Coach Joey's picks. Make sure you get
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown.
If
you-
that's the one. That's
Down
a
in
player
the
you might wanna look at.
comments, tell us where did you pick Hollywood Brown? Where would you pick
Definitely
Hollywood Brown?
Hollywood.
man,
Hollywood about to ball out. This
Hollywood
year.
drop
To be
these
real with you.
Brown.
Hollywood about to ball
Hot
out.
Wheels Hollywood
When Hollywood
Brown.
looking like Chase out there with Burrow, the Burrow Chase
go ahead
connection.
and jump out there
You know what I'm
in
saying?
that on the interstate.
I
Go
go
ahead
grab
and
him.
jump out
He
there.
the number
Oh,
1. He
man.
gonna be the number 1 receiver the first 6 weeks. What?
So Sweat, man. Sweat. It's
Kyler throwing to him.
it's on you.
Deep
So
too.
Don't give us your
what-
1, 2, 3, or 4. How about like 5 or 6? Somebody further down the line, you say maybe 5th, 6th round sleeper. You ain't thinking, maybe nobody knowing,
5th, 6th.
maybe a tight end.
Fifth, sixth probably gonna be tight end.
When you go tight ends? Tight ends, 5,
It
6?
depends.
5th, 6th probably gonna be tight
Honestly, it
end.
depends.
All right, if it ain't
It's
Travis
situational,
Kelce.
man.
If it ain't Travis
Kelsey a first
That's
round. You
the
don't say
first.
first
That's
rounder.
the
You know
first
what I'm
rounder.
saying?
Yeah,
That's the
okay.
first.
But
rounder.
if you put like this is only 5 tight ends. It's a big 5 to 6 tight ends. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, Mark Andrews, Kyle Pitts, and then my boy from Cowboys who gonna ball out.
Shulman, Schultz, or whatever.
After them 5,
That's-
everybody else.
That's one
you
right
know,
there. That'll be a 5th round pick right there.
Schultz
from the Cowboys
Cowboys
He
tight
gonna
end.
ball out.
Okay.
He's gonna ball out.
that'd be
I'm saying
one.
after them 5, you might as well wait a little while. If you need some other stuff, address that. If you don't get one of them 5 tight ends, you know. What I'm
Around 5, you might pick a popular position.
Okay.
Around 5, you might try to a strategic person might try to get somebody like that, and not just be receivers, running backs, or quarterback. He might try a different position. And as far as you were saying, special teams, which is included with defense. So
okay, so
you when you see defense, you think about all around defense and special.
so that's also including the kicker.
No. Kickers their own position.
No, the returners.
So I would want to get. Oh, I don't even want to tell y'all.
See,
what I wanna
defense
get.
is returners.
Screw you guys.
Turnovers, return,
Right.
and turnovers. Yeah,
That's what you want.
that's
Okay.
defense.
So I got a kicker in my head, but I ain't gonna tell y'all because I'm gonna get him early because he kicks.
Yeah, kickers matter for sure.
Yeah,
Kickers
okay.
are usually the last.
You might as well say
pick.
it's Tucker. I'm in your head.
Yeah. and another thing, it's one thing about
That's
mates,
really the only
and
kicker.
it's one thing
Hey, Joe, I
about
don't like
volume.
that type of shit, man.
See, honestly, that's in the easy. Okay,
All right, cool.
what y'all saying as far as the kickers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen in leagues where you get -3 and -1s for your extra points if you miss.
Oh
as
yeah.
So you could have had somebody that missed 2 field goals, not extra points, but 2 field goals, but then kicked a 60-yarder. All he did was break even. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to watch yourself. Like Justin Tucker.
Science to this man.
Justin Tucker has not really been the best kicker,
But he
like,
just
day
got
in
the
and day
he got
out.
the
Yes, he
biggest
has.
leg. He got the biggest leg.
Yes,
He's
he
most
has.
accurate.
No,
No,
Yes,
that
he
don't
has.
matter though. It's
when it comes
volume.
to certain
and,
scoring, no.
So what? So
And
okay.
percentage.
All right. So let's
Volume
say
He's
this,
the
right?
only
percentage.
kicker to ever make the NFL top 100.
Let's-
My
let's-
man from Oakland.
Let's keep.
He has been one of the best.
Janikowski?
Fairburn, until like maybe last season,
That's on
has
Texas?
been one of the most consistent.
You know who I get?
Who?
I get
Yeah.
your kicker, Boswell.
Oh,
Yeah,
He-
Boswell's
he-
always
he's
on top. Yeah,
consistent.
Boswell's always top
I ain't gonna-
5.
He not
give
gonna
up-
hurt you.
I give up the game when it comes to kickers because I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to get kickers in high potent offenses, man. That's gonna move the ball, or you want to get kickers in stagnant offenses that
See that?
Don't
see,
score
that's
touchdowns.
I was
that's gonna
just
get
about to
close,
say that
that's gonna
because
get you some
see, I
points.
don't know. So I
And
was saying
also-
like
right in the case of the Minnesota Vikings,
Okay.
then what was their issue?
So-
that's what I'm saying. Like you can go for the high scoring offense, but the kicker is weak, and then you stuck. Like
So-
how many did he miss that time? Like you can have kickers
Yeah, okay.
that, like I said,
Oh, yeah, he
depending
gotta be
on
a
how
good
they
kicker.
score,
So let's
Oh,
keep
right.
it. So let's keep it funky, right? So like, I'm thinking, right? Just me thinking out loud. I don't know who the kicker is for Seattle, but I feel like he gonna get a lot of work. And my man Young Ho Koo from Atlanta.
Oh, he a shoe in.
he's that's
Young
2
Ho.
kickers right there.
I'm going at the young ho. I'm gonna just be honest.
Yeah,
I don't
Young-
care. I don't
Young
care
Ho.
about giving no game of the kicker because I mean I can make a. You can
Yeah,
make
yeah,
a-
yeah. So that
Kicker ain't
boom.
gonna make a
So
break.
you want a kicker? You gotta find Young Ho Koo, my dog. Okay, or
Definitely
you
the
gotta
second
figure
best
out
kicker in the league already.
Boswell from Pittsburgh. That's another one. Or we got to find Justin Tucker somewhere 5th, 6th, 7th round. Get them early. Get them
My
on out
boy
the way.
Matt
Get your
Gay
kickers.
went around.
Okay, get your
That's
kickers.
another
Get them on out the way. Now we've been talking about a lot of things fantasy wise. Who's I'm out of this one, so I really gotta refer to y'all. Who's a player on a memorable week for one of y'all that just stood out? Just some outrageous point scoring.
I got one.
Okay, you go first.
So tell us the player that tell us who they played, who they balled out
Got you.
against.
Boom. I was in 5 leagues last year, guys. I only won 1. I went to the playoffs in 4.
Word.
I missed the playoffs in 1.
Word.
All right, but the one league I was in that I won, Alvin Kamara went 8 shit crazy in the championship game. This is the game y'all remember when he scored like 6 touchdowns or something.
Yeah, he had like 3 on the
This is
ground, and
going
3 in the
down
air.
on
something like
Christmas
that.
Day. That
Yeah.
was on Christmas or
Going
Thanksgiving.
Christmas, one of them.
Christmas.
He was going crazy.
3 on the ground, like 3 on the
Yeah,
head,
six-
3 on the
yeah,
ground.
5 or 6 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 touchdowns.
And he basically single-handedly solidified me the championship victory, man.
That's what's up.
That's dope.
That's what's up. What about you, Jake? Who you got in mind? Balled out for you one game, a game you needed too.
Joe Burrow had like 80 something points, 89 points or something like
That
that.
game he threw 500 yards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
yeah.
he could have threw for more.
I think that was against me.
Wow.
I mean,
Womp womp.
I think it was.
you talk a lot of shit, man, with somebody who keeps saying against me. All right,
think it
so
was.
yeah.
So I beat Trevor, right? That's what you trying to say. Yeah.
But yeah, it was like 89 points. I seen somebody actually in one of my leagues had Aaron Rodgers, man. I remember that time he had like 90-something points, man.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers probably got some high scoring games.
That's what I was about to say. Cause
you about to say A-Rod?
I was about to say, I was going to say Devontae Adams.
Oh, okay. That'd be a good one.
Aaron Rodgers ball out almost every week.
Right.
But
You
Devontae
had that stack in that league for a minute.
Yeah.
So Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers.
I had to sacrifice to get my running back that I missed, and that's another thing you need to pay attention to. When they injured, make sure you're paying attention if they're gonna come back or not. Because I actually thought Nick Chubb was not coming back, and
he did
let somebody get him.
He cut him instead of putting him on the IR.
Right.
Most commissioners gonna have at least one injury reserve slot available. Never cut a stud, man. Put him on the injury reserve.
Lesson learned. I just thought he wasn't gonna play no more. That was on me.
So in terms of like how it goes, would that be qualified as your worst experience? Like knowing and then Nick Chubb go off?
Oh yeah, it definitely off of keeping a play on your team definitely was the worst situation ever. Yeah.
Okay. What you got, Jay? What is one of your worst experiences? Like you cut somebody, you sat them down, forgot to put them in, and they balled out. Like, did any of that happen?
That happens every week.
Nah, I would say the worst experience. Another one from last week would be I ain't gonna say who. I was in somebody's league, and they changed the draft to sooner rather than later. And I was driving.
and you
I was actually
drafted?
Man, I wish I could tell you it was a US 3 something, man, going down south.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll see later. Keep going. My bad.
There's a reflection in the green in the thing. I got you. Keep going. Go.
Yeah, going down south. Basically the panhandle of Florida.
Right.
So I didn't have any signal. So that was it.
I got one
trying to draft, man. That's
trying to drive and draft. Yeah. Don't draft and drive, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Sit still.
I don't cut no star players. If you're a star, I'm not cutting you, but I actually cut last year Ramondre Stevenson, the backup running back for the New England Patriots, and he had a couple of games strung along, real good games.
That's
and it cost me playoff positioning because I cut him the person I played against that week picked him up, and he was the difference maker in our matchup. He ended up being the reason I lost, and I lost. I became the 5th seed in the playoffs instead of becoming the 4th seed off of that.
Damn.
And that changed the trajectory of my playoff
run. And see, that's the thing. The difference in winning and losing can be one player, 1 point,
one situation. One situation, man. Fantasy is so strategic, guys.
Right.
It's really strategic, man. It's a thinking man's game.
Bye weeks, injuries.
I think this is going to be
matchups.
Yes,
your team that you're playing matchup.
And once a week we're gonna kick some game. Because I'm getting into it now. Once a week we're gonna kick some game about fantasy. What we should look out for this week. What's a pitfall? What's it called? What's a pitfall game? A trap game? Yeah, don't put this man in because he's gonna get locked up. We're gonna have all kinds of advice going on with with Rec Room, man. And Jake, we got your thing going on next. I'm tired. Hey Jay, man, you know what time it is, man. What's that about?
Hey man, we lost a giant, man. Some years ago, a couple years ago, which his birthday was just recently. It was his 44th birthday, Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant.
Shout out to Kobe Bryant.
Kobe, man, my hero, man.
Real quick,
one quick thing before you continue. Just got this in. The Lakers held off on Patrick Beverly trade until 8/25 in memory of your boy Kobe Bryant. 8/24.
8/24. Yeah.
They knew about it yesterday.
Yeah, but they were gonna do it. Yeah, they gonna make it happen. That's a good one.
That's dope.
That's a good one.
Everybody, man. I love you, Kobe, man.
That's crazy. 8/24.
I really loved Kobe. I really appreciated watching him as a player,
right?
And I would say even later in his career as a man. But for my whole career as a Portland fan, I hated him. Man.
Wow, yeah. I was just about to say, how you feel as a Portland fan?
With all due respect, man, anybody watching, I bring love, but man, I hate you, Kobe. I hate
boy,
you.
that was Scotty's up there, man.
This is the
So
play.
that's the legendary play where
This
Kobe
is the
crossed
play. The alley-oop.
Scotty, tossed the alley to Shaq.
Wow.
Shaq catches that bad boy,
Wow.
slams it down, and man, basically the house went down.
All you saw was yellow.
Yeah.
We move on.
And Shaq does the exclamation
to achieve
point.
our championship destination and dreams.
And Shaq does the exclamation scream down the court. You know,
And that was Scotty.
it's an unforgettable. That's a play that will live in infamy.
Yes, man. You remember them NBA playoff commercials? They always had that play in it. You know
Yeah, they always had it. They
That was the last clip.
You know that thing at the end where they go, the NBA does not consent to, showing.
It's always
in
that one, and they have LeBron hit that 3 over Orlando.
Yeah.
They have them.
For a while,
always had them in
for a
there.
while they had LeBron with. Here we go, take a shot. They had LeBron with the block on Iguodala for a while too.
Oh yeah.
They had the block.
That's legendary.
Oh, that's monument.
That's playoff legendary. You know what I'm saying?
So Kobe
Mike
B.
Jordan over.
So everybody's got a little Kobe moment. You know what I'm saying? And I too am like Jay in the sense of saying I despise Kobe for a long time because I was a West Coast power forward kind of guy. So I was really like Chris Webber,
KG,
and KG. I was always KG and Chris Webber. You know what I'm saying? But like I really think that as I grew older and you get to take facets of what's going on like into context. Like I really dug Kobe as a person. Now could I hung out with Kobe? Probably not, because he was so different. But you know what I'm saying? But like the respect level that I have for his intellect. The respect level that I have for the diversity that he brought to the game, because I remember that attention to detail, and I remember I remember watching them games when they got Paul Gasol, and like they had them mic'd up and he was speaking Portuguese.
Yeah,
I was like, dang,
Kobe speak multiple languages.
Yeah, man. Kobe know like 4 languages, son. But that's what made the connection with him and Paul Gasol work so good, because he was hitting it with the Portuguese. Paul Gasol was like, you. Yeah, Portuguese, baby. Yeah, hit the pick and roll, go, and it worked. And that's how they won that championship after Shaq had left, which they thought they weren't gonna win. And then guess who else turned into a beast at that time? I'm gonna give y'all some credit, the Laker fans. Yeah, somehow, some way, Kobe molded Andrew Bynum for about 2 years. For about 2 years, he molded Andrew Bynum into a beast.
And he also ended Andrew Bynum's season when he ran into his knee inadvertently, and he had
it's a give and go. It's a give and take. It's a give and take.
But man, look, Kobe Bryant, my childhood hero, my favorite all-time basketball player. You know what I'm saying? Like a role model to me, man. I sit here and I probably watched at least 93% of this man's career games live. I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
Joe stayed up late. We stayed up late for that.
Single-handedly, you know what I'm saying, made me respect and love basketball even more. One of the great things about Kobe is he was an intelligent, intellectual guy. I think if he didn't have any basketball talent, he still would have been just as successful in some other field.
Mm-hmm.
Could speak multiple languages.
Guy,
if he went to college, he definitely would have got a degree, mastered it, and whatever he would have decided, whatever field he would decided to go into, he would have brought that Mamba mentality
he would have excelled.
And he would have excelled and conquered. You know what I'm saying? But back to his basketball game, a lot of people. This is what, we get into this GOAT talk, get into this. Most of the people are, going back and forth. Mike Jordan, LeBron, some Kobe fans that throw Kobe in there. Our Kobe stands will throw Kobe in there. Kobe don't get a lot. As of late, he's not getting mentioned as much into this GOAT talk. I think it's asinine. But he's done a lot of things that most guys haven't done that get talked about in the GOAT talk. You know what I'm saying? Winning so many championships at a very young age. Accumulating 3 championships before the age of 25 is unheard of.
Yeah,
when most
crazy.
guys we talk about in the GOAT had to wait to about 30 at least to go get their first one. You know what I'm saying?
Jordan
That's a good
back
point.
in the 20s, early 30s to go get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
So much success so early on.
81.
Yeah.
81 points. You know what I'm saying? I mean, remember that year?
Sorry, Jalen Rose.
He averaged 35.6 points per game, won the scoring title. Man,
Yeah.
This man had a streak, maybe a 6 games where he scored at
is that
least
the
over
stolen
55
MVP
points.
year?
You know what I'm saying?
Was that the stolen MVP?
I mean, he lost MVP about 2 years. I think both years Steve Nash won MVPs, them were Kobe MVPs, but we know why he didn't get them.
No, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I love Steve Nash, but really, one of them was Tim Duncan. One of them was Tim Duncan.
I think the NBA was reaching at that time. I think for
Yeah, he was
success
in duress. Yeah.
from somebody who reminded them of Jerry West-esque. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Larry Bird-esque, you know,
I can agree with
somebody,
that.
So Steve Nash did some incredible things with that incredible team, but I just think Kobe's stats overall were definitely better.
And they hurt him due to PR and his actions off the
Can't be the
court.
face of the league when you have that controversy in their eyes. But,
Right,
you know,
right. I feel you on that, Joe.
And we gonna put no light on that though.
right
at all. R.I.P. Mamba, man.
R.I.P.
Every day we
Mamba.
miss you. Happy 44th birthday, man. It was Mamba Day 824. It was your birthday 823. Happy belated birthday.
Right.
Hey, we miss you every day, Kobe. Man.
Every day, bro.
Seriously, I
Ain't
think about you
lying.
every day. I got the Mamba mentality in the room. I got so many Kobe pictures in the room.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to see you play in person. I got to see you play your rookie year against Allen Iverson.
Oh wow, that's big.
No, I'm sorry. I got to see you play a rookie year against the Charlotte Hornets. Shout out to Williams J. Clark Middle School. They took us there. And then I got to see you play against the Charlotte Bobcats when you came back. And then I got to see you play in your farewell season, man.
Wow.
Your farewell tour.
Wow.
I still get goosebumps like yesterday when I think about your last game against Utah. This man went out dropping a 60 ball.
Crazy.
Like, I mean, so many legendary
like a
moments,
G,
man. So many
right?
legendary moments.
Everybody was like, "Yeah, Kobe gonna do like 24."
So many
Nah, he
legendary
dropped
moments,
60.
man.
That was a great game.
Yeah.
That was so entertaining, bro. I left
Star-studded.
work. I left work to go back and watch the game. Like,
Word.
I was working third shift. I was like, man, he doing what?
Yeah,
I'll be back.
Right. I gotta step
Watch
out.
the game, came back and worked, man.
And finished the
That's
shift.
a lifelong
That's
memory,
dope,
man.
man.
Joe finished the shift strong too. Like he wasn't even like he wasn't there. he did all his work. Okay. Hey man, wait, what to do though? Don't we got some celebrity birthday?
Yeah, we got some celebrity birthdays. Shout out to Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus,
Yes.
What?
the country singer.
Man, see, that's what I'm talking about, man.
The country
what,
singer?
bro? Like for real.
Yeah,
Billy Ray.
man.
Hey wait,
man.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
bring it
That's
home.
He was on a remix of the Lil Nas X.
Hey man, he's
Yeah.
he's game
That's
changer. man.
wait. Billy Ray Cyrus.
He gave us a door
Miley
into
Cyrus's
country
daddy, right? Hannah Montana daddy.
Yeah.
I like, man. We could do that on the rec room, man. We go where they don't go, man.
He
we
gave
can
us
talk about him.
He gave us a door in the country music, man. That's monumental. man.
Hey, listen. You know where we going next. I don't know if y'all know my mama. We gonna talk about the rodeo. Oh yeah, we go rec room to the rodeo. Watch out.
We go where they don't go.
We gonna go where they don't go. We going to the rodeo.
Shout out to Kel Mitchell, man. Nickelodeon phenomenon.
Hey,
Kenan and Kel, all that. And everything right now that's on. He's probably on there
and it's crazy to think that
on
bro,
Nickelodeon
that
at
bro
this
really,
at this moment.
That's crazy to think that bro really like. I'm not gonna say blew away millions, but like he found himself without making the money.
Good burger.
And look at
Yeah.
and
That
shout out to
Kenan and Kel
Kenan.
show was
Oh, I still watch it.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's nostalgic teenage years right there.
Yeah, shout out to Kenan for like
Shout out to
holding it
Coolio
down.
too. Shout out to Coolio.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey, that intro was amazing.
Great intro.
It was.
It's so crazy.
Bruh. And then think about it.
Magic good Karima.
Right.
Somebody's in trouble. Oh, here you go. Hey, that was me.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Listen.
Dick, 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 dick,
And then what?
That was all right right
then what?
there.
All that had TLC. Come on, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, all that theme.
Hey,
music is
Nickelodeon was in their
everything,
bag
bro.
in the 90s, boy.
Yeah, all that instrumental. I
Listen,
love that. Jump.
salute
That's
your
TLC.
troops.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't. I
Are
don't
you
remember.
afraid of the dark? It was some good programming on
I
that.
don't
Shout out to
remember.
Nickelodeon,
Yeah,
man.
shout out to
It
Nickelodeon.
changed our lives.
Double
man, for
Dare.
sure.
You know what
Wow.
I'm saying?
Like we was good kids.
What was
man.
the little
Courtney
joint?
Williams' nose was on Double Dare. If anybody
Wow.
know his nose. Very
My
big.
Joe.
Yeah, it was a mold of his nose on Double Dare.
Hey.
Oh,
Wow.
God. When you get the little big thing and you dig up there and get the goose, that was your nose. Or
Corn dog.
You was pulling the right one of the snot come out.
Corn dog.
Shout out to Corn Dog, man. What it do though, man? Hey, a big Rick Room supporter.
Big. I ain't seen nothing. It's funny though.
Yeah.
But, hey, the next one is Regis Philbin.
Hey, Regis.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Regis and Kelly, man, monumental person. That voice is everything.
We
man.
hear we see Regis every year.
We
at
all
the-
thought we
at
was
the-
going to be millionaires.
That's Regis at the ball
the
drop,
moment.
right? Every year that's Regis at the ball drop. He had a stroke and he's still even like that's a tough guy. He had a stroke. He was doing the ball drop in New York last year with the slur, and it was like he still ain't missing beat.
Talking about
That's a
Dick
big
Clark.
You sure? You sure it's not Regis?
I think he's talking about
Dick Clark had a
Dick
stroke
Clark
too.
do be, or Dick, I ain't know if he had a stroke. I know Dick Clark be hosting the New Year's
Regis
Eve
is
joint.
dead.
Regis is dead?
You did?
What?
Yeah.
Oh man! Oh, Red Room made a mistake.
Yeah, I was about to ask when was this?
Wait a
I
minute.
was about to ask when was
Damn.
this?
Shoot.
Who the last person is? R.I.P. Regis.
Uh-huh.
Who the last person?
Who that is?
Oh, that's Rachel Ray. She's Hey man, you,
like, I'm just gonna.
20
you
minute
gave
meals. I know Rachel
you
Ray.
gave me the go on that, man. I was gonna keep it sports. But you
Hey, we
said,
go.
Woo.
I'm just saying, Rachel Ray,
Shout
man.
out to Rachel Ray. She on a housewife. She a housewife.
No, she's a cook. She's
She been
actually-
making them
Oh,
all
Rachel
pots,
Ray.
the pots,
Okay,
man.
Yeah,
okay.
30
That
30
Rachel
pot
Ray.
in your house,
the
that's
pot
Rachel Ray.
lady.
Yeah, yeah.
30-minute meals
30 minute meals.
on Food Network.
Food
And
Network.
also, the which was interesting, the Oprah
Hey, Miss
Network.
Rachel.
The Oprah Network gave a talk show, Rachel Ray show.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to check that out because we go where they don't go. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
We gonna go in the kitchen.
Yeah, I want
That's a competition. A sport.
What birthday you got though?
I got Sean Connery.
Wow, Sean Connery.
The Rock.
Bomb.
The Hunt for Red October. James Bond.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Huh?
okay.
Would've
What?
been
I missed that.
90 Yeah, he
What's the one where he with Catherine Zeta-Jones and they trying to steal a picture? The Thomas Crown affair. What? Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
Y'all don't know nothing about that,
Throwback
man.
films.
Throwback.
Former Bills defensive player Cornelius Bennett.
Shout out to Big Neil. What it do though?
Also Albert Bell, old Cleveland Indian. He would have been like what? I think he's like 53 right now.
Okay.
Word.
And then also Big Shot Rob, man.
Big Shot Bob.
Robert Orr.
Robert Ory.
Hey man.
Oh,
I-
wow.
I was
I
watching
see
the
that.
podcast Monday and it was pretty funny. You know, and you never know how funny these guys are until they not playing ball. Robert Ory was like, he did a Laker tryout before the year he ended up going to the Rockets. And his rookie season, they come in, they say, all right, man, and he was like, they ran him for like 45 minutes, did some drills, layups, shooting, whatever. They was like, all right, man, we gonna play some one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? Pat Riley, looking cool. He was like, Pat Riley looking cool. He had his head behind back. All right, we gonna play some one-on-one. Rob, you ready for it? Rob was like, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever it is. Next thing you know, he's like Magic Johnson came around the corner with the smallest shorts ever, nigga. I played one-on-one with Magic Johnson. He was like, Magic Johnson ain't jumping 3 inches off the floor, but Magic was so smart, he up-faked the mess out of me. Every other time I turned around, Magic Johnson had the ball behind my back off the goal. He was like, the whole point, he was trying to play defense, because right at the time, Robert Ory was a defensive specialist. He was like, the whole time I'm trying to block Magic Johnson's shot, so he got me jumping for everything. Magic Johnson got me 18-10. And Pat Riley was like, all right, it's good. And then next thing you know, I got drafted by the Rockets.
Yeah.
So that's how the story goes from Robert Ory. Shout out to him.
Yes, sir.
And then I also got who else birthday today? Marvin Harrison's birthday today.
Hey,
Okay.
shout
Serious.
out.
Ohio State
Y'all
legend.
Y'all know
Marvin Harrison.
Y'all know
His
about
son there
Marvin
right
Harrison?
now. Marvin Harrison Jr. about to ball out.
Y'all know
Marvin
about
Harrison?
Y'all know about Marvin
You
Harrison?
know you went to Ohio State? Gotta do your research. What you mean?
Indiana, Indianapolis coach Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, you went to Ohio State.
Y'all-
Syracuse.
Who, Marvin Harrison?
Yeah.
Y'all know
Syracuse.
Y'all know Marvin Harrison, a thug on the low, right? Y'all know Marvin Harrison, a thug on the low.
Can't get that one. Hey,
Marvin. Hey, check this out. Everybody, look it up. Marvin Harrison, a thug on the low. Can't say that.
Like I said, the
That
mysterious.
shooting incident?
Yeah,
Mysterious. Hold
yeah.
on,
He was so quiet. I was always like,
Yeah, we ain't gonna bring. We ain't gonna,
That's
yeah,
what I
he
said.
was
The
mysterious.
mysterious.
We don't know, but my
Marvin
man, somehow, some way, my man looked at the innocent man in the face and
Hey,
said,
you're right. He did go to Syracuse. His son
Hey.
his son play at Ohio State right now.
that man looked him dead in the eye and said, "Hey man, you know Marvin Harrison did this," and died. It died, bruh. So I don't know how many Marvin Harrisons it is, but that was the story. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the GOAT, one of the GOATs. You know what I'm saying? The quiet. One I'm talking about.
That was a
quiet
quiet
but deadly.
man. Peyton
Manning,
Edge, Edgerrin James,
Woo!
Marvin Harrison with Reggie Wayne.
I can't think of the tight end but the tight
man.
end was good too.
I forgot his name, but yeah, them boys had a good,
Yeah.
good offense, man.
Potent
That was a
offense,
nice
man.
little offense. Man.
Dallas Clark.
Yeah,
Dallas Clark. Yeah, Dallas Clark. That's right, man. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and get to the end, man. Sweat, what's going on? We got last thoughts? Anybody? So like
I'm ready for football, bro.
Hey, we ready for
Countdown,
football.
man. It's the last week of preseason.
Right.
These teams gonna be making these final cuts to 53-man rosters. Everybody, man. It's a lot of people gonna be playing their starters. We gonna see. It's gonna probably be a couple of unfortunate injuries. Hopefully not. I hope everybody escape, make it to week 1 healthy, so we can get these fantasy drafts rocking and rolling. Everybody running these leagues, they're having their drafts early. I think that's stupid, man. More commissioners.
you think that's
Don't
dumb?
have your drafts to after the 3rd week of preseason, period, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I would advise commissioners to do that for injury purposes. But yeah, man, I'm just ready for football. Man.
Right.
Shout out, man, to top shotters. Show your TDs. Shout out to Gabe. You are the worst. I'm just letting you know I'm shouting you out first. Lowell, man, good shot, man. He finally got a championship.
Hey.
Man, just looking forward to another season. Looking forward to seeing if everybody is gonna hold up to what they say. Because when I come in the room, I win.
Hey man, look at here, man.
You already dodged playing me week 1.
Look here, man.
I never missed the playoffs ever.
Look here, man.
Somebody stop that.
DJ, man.
Somebody stop that. Somebody stop me.
Hey man, my undefeated season is still the greatest fantasy football story ever told. I'm just sorry.
We gonna
if you went undefeated, you know what I'm saying? Holla at Coach Joey on social media.
We gonna make it undefeated. We gonna make it 30 for 30.
I got my proof. I got my proof.
All right, well, you know what? It's going down right now, man. Your boy YaBoyKWhit, man. We had a great time. You know I'm going for Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. It's going down right here, your boy YaBoyKWhit, man. Coach Joey, what it do, though?
What's happening, man?
All right, man. My man Jay on the MIC. And T-Sweat, also known as T-Sweat, better known as T-Sweat. And we can't forget about my dog, special guest Kareem Hughes.
Another great episode, fellas.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, man, we in the building, man. Make sure you check us out. Like, share, subscribe. 1 time for your mind, man. 2 times for the Rec Room. We out, baby. Let's
Drink a lot of water.